That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, no worries. We good. Yeah, man. So we live right now. We live. Nobody is in the viewers yet, so we are just waiting. But hope everybody. I'll just start blabbering now, just to talk, and so hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody doing good. Good evening, good afternoon. Our guests couldn't make it today, so we just doing a little live going on here, for Tegan. We gonna celebrate Tegan book premiere, the launch and stuff like that, and everything. We'll talk about that and whatever these guys wanna talk about and stuff like that. So I hope everybody doing good. We live. We got some viewers in. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody doing good and stuff, man. So Pan Tegan, what good? What going on?
Yeah, Mumbai, we're good.
I see if I could barely hear you.
Hold on.
Everything good, man, Mama, man. Good to be back.
Yeah,
The
man.
voice a little bit under the weather. I was doing a little softball commentating. Finally, the Virgin Islands got a little sports coming back, and I haven't done commentating in a while, so I'm struggling to retain my voice. But I want to give a big shout out to Jacko Senior with hosting that big softball tournament in St. Croix this past weekend.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
dope, man.
teams from New York and Orlando, St. Thomas, and obviously St. Croix. And big up to Jacko Senior. And it was a pleasure just going and share my voice. But now I'm fighting to get back to the beauty of the sound. You know what I'm saying? So it was love, man. I enjoy it. I mean, anytime I can go out there and commentate and make a lot of noise and make a fool of myself, hey, it's all good.
It's all good. Once you make the crowd happy, man. Once you make the crowd happy. Yeah. I know we don't have anybody. We don't have we're not doing an episode and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go through the quick shout outs real quick, my brothers, and then we just whatever, So, so we got K-pop in the house. So we got Carrie Ann here. So I'll bring Carrie Ann in as well too.
Carrie Ann gonna finally join us.
So
What's
All right,
up, fellas? Y'all can hear me?
jumping in with the Lakers. I like that.
Yeah, we could hear you good. We could hear you good.
You know she was saying that to brandish that on the show.
Yeah.
I always repping the Lakers, man. I don't like LeBron that much, but it is what it is.
Oh God.
I ain't gonna start today.
All right, so let me do these shout outs and then we go right into it. And before I do the shout outs, I just want to say shout out to Carrie Ann, shout out to Karen, because Carrie Ann and Karen were supposed to be on today to do the women's episode as well too. Unfortunately, our guests couldn't make it, but I just want to give them a shout out because they are always reaching out, they are always willing to help and stuff like that. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Carrie Ann and Karen as well too. Karen, she's been on a couple of times and stuff like that. They take time out of their busy schedule, willing to sacrifice their time from their family, friends, etc. To help us out. So I definitely want to really thank them from the bottom of my heart and stuff like that. I really, really, really do appreciate it, and I know the viewers as well appreciate it too, as well as my brothers here, Pang and Tiga. So I really, really do appreciate it, honestly. So Karen, much love, appreciate it. Unfortunately, you guys' name begins with a K, so I guess it has something to do with the name beginning with a K from a female standpoint, maybe. I don't know, but
Yep, K and K,
KKK, man. Triple K.
Oh, don't say that.
This is the
That
real
represents something
KKK.
else.
So is Karen joining us, Mumbai?
Karen, she probably might not join us, but she's more than welcome to join us if she wants to, So I spoke to her earlier and stuff like that. So she has the option. She has the option and stuff like that. So yeah. So I'll get right into the shout outs. We got legends340.com. So shout out to the Legends340. We got Savory Eats LLC. We got the Melting Pot Cooking Class.com. Also follow on Instagram, Melting Pot Cooking Class. We are Sebore Caribbean Restaurant. We got Next Level Up Printing. We got Calypso Clothing. Shout out to Dwayne. CalypsoClothing.com. We got Hungry Hearts Hustle Apparel.com. And this is one of the hoodies and stuff like that. So it's pretty, they got some pretty dope stuff, Also on the Instagram at Hungry Hearts Hustle. We got Island Time, islandtimegrill.com. We got Coach Tegan 41 workout videos. Follow on Patreon, and you guys will see the tickers as we go on today. We got Caribbean Girls Rock.com. Also follow on Facebook at Caribbean Girls Rock. Also on Instagram at official Caribbean Girls Rock IG. Also follow on Facebook at Melted by Croix. Also on Instagram, same Melted by Croix. meltedbycroix.com as well too. We got Rico Canario. So you guys check out his Facebook. He be going live and doing a lot of informational history on the Virgin Islands history as well too. We got Midnight Entertainment. We got City of Refuge Worship Center. Follow them on Facebook. We got the Good Life Apparel. Big up to Nato. That shirt Tegan wearing. I know Tegan probably gonna get into it, but that's one of Good Life Apparel merchandise there. We got AIM Credit Repair. Follow on Facebook. Livewire Sports. C Boogie Talks. Thursdays 9 p.m. His previous episode was a dope episode with Makeda. If you guys haven't seen that episode, I suggest you guys take time and go watch that episode. A lot of gems, a lot of information. They talk about stocks, they talk about business, they talk about life, everything. It was a good episode. So if you guys got time, check that out. We got The Brand LLC. We got On the Edge Performance LLC. Also follow on Instagram and Facebook at Dexter_Sinister_exclusive. His clothing line is Unapologetic. That's some really dope stuff as well too. We got Apollo Legion, Paris Enterprise, Right Way Service Station, Bubbles Promotion. He has a car show going on right now. We got Larisha Star Brown with Stars Eats and Treats. And last but not least, follow the Elite Podcast YouTube channel and YouTube, and that's at v.i.legends. And also we got Mentality of a Pro. You guys check out Tegan website. We have it up here right now on the screen. So if you guys got a chance, screenshot it, write it down, check it out. You guys go on the website, support. If you guys know any kids that's into sports or just kids that like to read, you guys could donate a book. You guys go on the website, purchase it. They have hard copies, soft copies, so you guys could check it out, and support a kid. That's a good idea. Maybe buy a book for a kid as well too. So, and I know Tegan, Carrie-Ann, Pang, they have a lot to say about that as well too. So that's the end of the shout out. So much love to all the VIP people them doing the thing with all the businesses and all that stuff, man. Much love to you guys. We're just showing you guys love. I appreciate all you guys and all your hard work.
Okay. Carrie-Ann, Tegan, how much years apart are you be?
4 years.
Ayu's twin brother. Ayu's four-year twin.
I know, that's my twin, man.
Jesus Christ.
You can't hide. You can't hide.
It is insane, my son. I watching Ayu and I'm like, wait a minute, these two look so much alike, my son.
You can't hide back.
I know.
It's in the blood.
Big up, Andre. Big up, Andre.
You know what's crazy is I don't know when we started looking so much alike because we didn't look alike as kids.
Big up, Langalo.
I don't know when this happened, but it is what it is.
If you had went Central, I'd look different.
Well,
Much love, Dr. Bryson. Much love, Dr. Bryson.
Nice.
Much love, everybody. Twins, that's hilarious.
But Mumbai, you don't think so?
No, I do think so. They look alike.
Bad.
I can't tell them apart right now.
We're
supposed to. We're supposed to. Wait, do you want to be different?
You know what I mean? We gotta say
somebody had a sheet. Somebody got a sheet.
Hey, but no, it's just crazy looking at Ayo like close up like that. I kept doing this, looking down, looking up to see if I could find some differences.
Down.
If I lower my camera, you'll see the difference.
Oh,
Well,
you've been working on hard.
You know what's so funny is that Tegan and Pang, they didn't really want to laugh at that.
No,
they kind of hold it in. I gonna laugh though because it was funny. But
no, we can laugh at that. Talking about that, I'm coaching this thing we do with Sports Park and Recreation. It's called The Biggest Loser. It's a challenge between St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John. We put together some team of 5 ladies who are overweight, who are trying to get back in shape. and I'm gonna coach our department, sports park and recreation team. So I'm gonna have some live videos and stuff like that also. And I'm gonna take the challenge with the ladies. I'm pretty much still in good shape. I'm 207 pounds, so I'm still decent. But obviously, I used to be 190 when my sister put it up on the website. I was like, damn, man, I was 17. I was 17 pounds lighter. Maybe if I can get back down to maybe 195, that would be nice. What do you say, Pete?
Yeah, that's what I
So I
want to
got
get
to-
back to. I want to get back down
Yeah.
to my 180, 190. I don't like this 217 I carrying around, listen. This feels like
You
I walk around with-
217?
yeah. Feel like I walking around with a whole nother person, listen.
You weigh more than me, man. You weigh more
Huh?
than me. You weigh more than me. I
How-
195.
You're not too bad, Pang. I'm 207, so you ain't too far.
But Tiga, man, I never been over 200 pounds all my career of playing ball or whatever. I always fluctuate between 185 and 175. I never been higher than that in no part of my career. Once I get to like 38, 39, that's when I start putting on weight, and it just slowly just crept up to 217. At one point, I was 220.
But
I-
you wasn't as active though. That's the key. Remember,
I'm
your
still-
activity slowed down a
Yeah.
lot. So
I'm
that's
still
normal for
not
basketball players. Any basketball player who retire, once you quit 20 or 30 years of that activity, you must put on weight. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
Fact.
it's just what
Come on.
go ahead.
Anywhere, I don't know. On my computer, our names are so in purple, but when I look on Facebook, it's pink. Anywhere you could change that?
No, it's supposed to be pink.
It's supposed to be pink.
Women's month.
Yeah,
Hello.
women's month, brother.
Oh, that is right. That is right. My bad. My bad.
And real men wear pink, Pang. Real men
Real
wear
what?
pink. Don't fall for the hype. Real men
Hey,
wear
hey.
pink.
I mean,
Yeah.
I swear I see you in a pink shirt before. So stop it.
I have been in a pink shirt before.
Exactly.
I ain't
It's
wearing
all
no pink.
Who is that? Who is that saying that, AJ? Miss Bryson? Oh, okay.
Miss Bryson. Much love, Miss Bryson.
Much
Yeah, I
love,
wanna-
Miss Bryson. But-
Dr. Bryson, let me give her her love.
Oh, that's
Dr.
right.
Bryson. Yeah.
Dr. Bryson.
Dr. Bryson, yeah.
I am getting younger. You know, I don't know any other way to tell it. I'm getting younger.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Dr. Bryson as well. You know, she was really instrumental in me pushing forward with this book. Obviously, my sister, I just gave her the idea and she just went with it, son. I ain't even know. Hey, for a man who say he don't want to live without a woman, he crazy, because all you have to do, a woman or female in general, is just give them an idea and they will just find ways to make things happen, son.
Well, I kind of
Facts.
glad you on with us, Kerrion, because you do help out a lot, you know, behind the scenes and coming up with ideas, and you should become some type of, I know you successful in your career, but you should also start a side hustle of, you might want to become a wedding planner, a party planner, an event planner, or something, because you could get stuff done. You don't know who the people to get in touch with, and I wouldn't even know how to begin to plan an event, Mr.
Telling
You know what's crazy? I
Actually,
get
she's
that all the
amazing.
time. People tell me that all the time.
You should, a little side hustle.
Eventually, you know, I'm too busy right now, man. I don't really have time
Nah,
for that.
man, sis, you're amazing. When you called me and texted me about website and everything, I'm like, what? I got a website? Me didn't even know that.
So you didn't even put a website together? That was all Kerrion?
Pam, I didn't put nothing together. All I did was put words to paper, and she just ran with it. And she just, my phone would just be off the chain with updates. And I'd be like, wow.
You better remember that girl bought them, Mr.
That's what you got to
Listen,
show
I had-
love, man. That's what we got to show love for.
We're
Carry on,
twins.
brother.
We can't
I had
forget
to,
about it.
I had to force her to say, hey, whoever we ever met, which we ain't doing it for money, you gotta take half. She ain't even want that. I said, look, you're getting half, okay? Just take it or leave it.
True that, yeah.
So it's just amazing, man. She's, it says somebody after your own heart. Because I like the same way. I like to do things for people without really looking for anything. But I was really
one thing I want the people them to know about you, Kerrion, is if you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. Like you and I could talk after scene, and you tell me you give me an idea. Tegan, by 12 o'clock the next day, Kerrion done asking me these questions like, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this person? Or she done got a ball moving. Once she says she's gonna do something, she's doing it. So kudos to you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
true. That's true.
Thank you. I appreciate
Amazing.
the
We
love.
gotta get
Man.
that. We gotta get that clap up there.
That's why I was telling Tegan this on off the air when we was talking briefly. I was saying, man, Karen is like my sister because she be like telling me this, telling me that, and like treating me like I was her brother. Like, man, you need to do this and stuff like that. So that's much love, man. There's much love, appreciation and everything. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
what by the end of the day, that's what family is for, man. It's all about that's what
Facts.
family is for. That's a representation of family. That's it right there. It's just looking out for one another and helping each other out. It's not even stuff about the money. It's about what's in the heart and stuff like that. So it's the principle.
Yeah,
So
Exactly. Exactly. I don't do it for the money. I do it because of the love. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I am not a procrastinator. If anybody know me, I can't stand procrastination. If you
So
say
how
you're gonna
many-
do something, do it, get it done.
How many
cannot
of you
stand
such good
it.
friends? Because I was a big procrastinator.
Opposites attract, you know what I mean? So
Okay, I
we
guess
can't,
so.
we can't all be like everybody need that one person that can keep them accountable. So I make sure you do what you're supposed to do when you say you're gonna do it. So
That is facts.
you needed that. So that's what I am for you.
It's the lawyer right
And
there.
So I
Thank
guess
you.
one thing we gotta say, sis, we gotta tell the people and when they should expect the book, because trust me, I have a lot of people here at St. Croix want a copy. They don't want to go online. They want to get it from me, right out of my hand, signed. I tell them, okay, I gotta get back to you because I really don't know. I gotta check with my sister.
That's your agent, man. That's your agent. Your sister is your agent. That's what it is.
I'm his agent, his attorney, everything. So you want to just ask me. So regarding the book, so they're print to order, right? So when you order them, that's when we actually print them. So we don't keep them on hand, right? You gotta be green. You can't just have paper laying around. So whenever somebody places an order, that's when we order the books. Once they come, then we ship them. So it takes about 3 to 5 business days for them to actually print the book and send them to us. So that's why on the website we say 7 to 10 business days. So by the 10th business day, we're gonna have it mailed out to you. I did order Tegan a bunch of copies, so he's gonna get those around, I want to say the 1st of April. So he's gonna have hard copies. So those people who don't want to go on the website and order it, he will have them for you. You could check him, and then you could get your book that way as well.
Thank you. Half of them is our family too. Clifford and them, they're so lazy.
I
They
think
want
family
it.
is gonna be the one. Yeah, they don't want to go on no website. They're like, I know where you live. I'll just come to your house and get.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yep.
So
But should we talk about? Sorry, Mama. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say since we're on the topic of the book, I was gonna ask Karen like how was the process of going about creating a book? What was like some of the challenges and stuff like that? If you want to touch on, I'm not sure if that's the direction you was going, Tegan. We could go in a different direction if you want.
No, go with that. Go with that.
Let's go with that.
Let
All right.
that answer. I will go in a different direction, but let me lead with that.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, because I'm a ghostwriter. For those who don't know, this isn't the first book that I've actually published. I can't tell you the names because as a ghostwriter, I have to keep that confidential. But it's not the first time I've been through this process. So for me, it wasn't that difficult because I've already done it. So basically, when you want to publish a book, you got to make sure you do the layout. So I have a template that I use to lay out the book. Tegan made it easy. He already wrote the book. He had the words. He had everything formatted. So the chapters, everything was already set. All I had to do is really make sure the grammar and everything was correct and then just format the book based on the template that I have. And then once I do that, I copyright the book. So if anybody want to plagiarize, don't do it. You know, I'm a lawyer. I'll come after you. So I copyrighted the book. And then once I copyright the book with the U.S. Copyright Office, then it's ready for publishing. So I was looking at different ways that we can publish. You can self-publish. That way you don't have to pay anybody, any parts of your revenue. So I wanted to look at that option. But I found that there's a company, Lulu.com is actually pretty good. I think Rico Canario, he uses that company for his book. So they help you self-publish. They print everything out for you and all of that. So I decided to go ahead and use that site instead of having to maybe go to Office Max or one of those places and keep having to print the book yourself. So this company does all of that for you. So that was pretty cool. So I decided to go that route. So that's how I was able to publish the book, get it out. And then Tegan didn't know about a website, but I figured people would want his autograph, right? So rather have people try to track him down in person, they could just go on the website. That's the only way you're going to get the autographed book other than seeing him in person is you go on his website, you choose the autograph version, and then he will sign it and mail it back out to you. So for those people who are not on St. Croix, that's the best way to get his autograph is go on the website. And it's kevincoachtshepherd.com. Made it pretty easy for people to find, coming up with the name and everything. So there you have it.
We have a question here from Andre. How many pages in the book?
The book is, I want to say it's 35 pages. It's a pretty easy read. Tegan really wanted to make it easy for kids to read. Some kids, they don't want to see 300 and something pages, right? That's something that the school make them do. But if it's a few pages, and it's a really easy read. Once you start reading, I guarantee you won't put that book down. When he sent me the manuscript, I was so in tune with it. It's like you actually are entering his mind and you could feel yourself in it. So you're going to be captivated. Like you won't put the book down. I think you're going to read it in the first sitting. And I think Pang and Mumba could say the same thing. Like you ain't going to put it down. You're literally going to sit there and try to finish because you're just going to be so wrapped up in what's going on. So we wanted to make it an easy read. So it's about 33 or 35 pages.
All right. Real quick, sorry to interrupt you guys. Tyro Alec, big up. Much love, brother. Tyro say he wants his book signed. So he just letting you guys know. So I'm making sure he's saying it because he tells me.
For sure.
All right. So I got a quick question and then
you want me to talk a little bit?
I got one quick question.
Go ahead.
Is there any credits for Mumba Rivera in the book?
Oh gosh.
No, for real. No, because
that's
you guys gonna laugh.
She doing all of that.
No, you guys gonna laugh. But listen, a reason why I asked this is because remember when you gave us when you sent out the email of the book, I said, man, you need to create a little short film and have that type of animated type.
You did.
And I saw the animated type is in the book, so I'm the one that created that because I brought that to you guys' attention. So that's why I'm asking if my credits is in the book. Because if not, I'm gonna be suing.
You might have to sue. You really gonna have to be suing. I don't really know.
Who did the illustration? Who did the illustration?
Good luck with that, Mumba. You don't want to see me.
All jokes.
I don't think you're ready.
No man, I'm joking.
Here's a shout out. Shout out to Mumba Rivera for his contribution. For the idea to roll with it, but he didn't really do any work. He just gave an idea. So. But we appreciate the idea, Mumba. I love. But the illustrations, that was me. So I did everything computer generated. I was trying to have my husband do it because he is a graphic designer, but me not liking procrastination, I wanted to get this done for Tegan, and I didn't want to wait a whole month trying to get things done. He's a perfectionist, and that's no shade to him. He is a perfectionist. So if he puts his name on something, it has to be perfect. But I don't have that kind of time. So I computer generated the images so I could get them out.
That's dope.
No, they were amazing. When I see them, I was like, "What? Okay. Yeah. I like that. It was really cool."
So I was the only person up here ain't see the book yet. Okay, I procrastinated. Carry on.
Wait. I ain't see the book either, but you saw the cover, right? You seen the cover, right?
With Tegan and the little drying and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing I seen too. Yeah,
okay. They got a lot more. Trust me, they got a lot more. You guys gonna really like some of the images then.
Yep,
that's dope.
And in terms of the pages, when I was writing this book, I really wanted every word to kind of count, so to speak. I didn't want to make it wasted. I mean, all of us on this panel, we played the sport, high school, some of us college. So a lot of us have been through that type of experience, but a lot of people never really been through that professional experience. So I wanted to really focus on that professional experience. And that will really give you a serious insight that what a professional athlete really has to go through, no matter what the sport is. Because a lot of people just look at professional and think they have everything made. They got a nice house, they drive a nice car. And for some reason, people think they don't have struggles, you know?
Very true.
And this book will really open up your eyes of what's really going through a person's head when they become a professional. So that was my main goal and focus.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
know,
just
that's-
happy that.
Go ahead, Mumba.
No, you good. You good. It's your day. Go ahead. You good.
I was gonna say that's very true because as your little sister, I can tell you, I was like, every time I see your games, it's like you don't have any problem scoring. You know what I mean? And I didn't know about some of the stuff that you were going through, even as a pro. So to read this book and to see that you were having internal struggles like me, because I definitely felt the pressure being your sister, and we look alike. So once I got to Complex, it was like, you know, that's Tiga's sister. So everybody wants to
That's
see
go
what
party. Yeah.
she get
Where
game
you
like,
at?
you know what I mean? So when I read the book, it was like, it's cool to know that you had games where you didn't do so well. Because I used to be so hard on myself, like, man, you know, I gotta represent, you know what I mean? But it was really good to see that. So that's very true. So if you think that athletes don't have bad days, they all do. Even as
Yep.
pros, they all do.
Even LeBron James. And we all know he's well documented. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're just watching the game itself, but there's a game within a game when you're watching these players. I mean, everybody's trying to do and be the best. But in reality, somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. You can't be the best every night. And it's how you bounce back. And that's the main thing about the book. Will you bounce back? Because you're going to get your butt kicked in the professional realm. You will. Somebody going to beat you. But you're going to quit or you're going to bounce back. And that this book is going to help a lot. Even a lot of professional players, because I had a couple of professional players read my book too. And it's like wherever I went through, they went through. And we kind of just connect because we all have the same type of mentality. Because everybody have the same struggle. So
Very true.
it's a very powerful book.
Very true.
So, Tegan, with the book, how you feel with your first book? Do you have any type of motivation to probably write another book? And the reason why I ask this question is because you have traveled around the world playing professionally, so you have a lot of experience, and I know there's a lot of stuff you probably haven't even talked about even during your episode and stuff. So I'm not sure if that gave you more motivation to maybe write a book about, you know, your experiences overseas, etc.
He's a man after my own heart too, Bama. Actually, that was the next topic I was thinking about because, I mean, even my sister would tell you and Pang would tell you, I have pretty much humbled myself over the years and not only spiritually, but the fact that I've traveled so many countries. You know, a lot of people would say, oh, he acts like he don't need nothing and he don't like money and stuff like that. It's not so much you don't need money. We all need money to pay our bills and do what we gotta do. But when you have traveled so many countries and you see the rich and the poor people and how people live, and you see some of the places that the TV will call third world countries, how they live, it kind of just humble you as a human, first of all, knowing there's billions of people in this world, you know, and it kind of open your eyes and make you a well more rounded than just the American experience, you know. And that's one of the experiences I would really like to put in a book in terms of, at the end of the day, the American way of life is I'm just gonna quote it, is somewhat satanic because all always in the pursuit of money and we believe the money is gonna give us happiness, but it's further from the truth, you know. And just traveling the world and see people who does so much with little and be happy. That's the key. And be so happy. It just ground you and humble you a little bit more and let you know that, man, everything in life can't be about money. Because all the money in the world is not going to make you happy. And that's one of the things that I would like to put in a book. Not now, though. I mean, when I write, I like to write straight from the heart. I don't like to make up things. It got to come straight from my soul. So, you know, whenever I get the unction or whenever I get the spirit and it hit me, I just start putting things down and we'll see where it goes.
And that would definitely be a good read because there's a lot of us that don't make it to those third world countries and what we call third world country, and even like the little island as St. Croix, you know, we do grow up with cable and seeing the American lifestyle, so we have a little bit in us, but still, our culture and the lack of what we have, it ground us a little better than if we was raised in America. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So we kind of have the best of both worlds, but definitely when you go over to some of these different countries that we visited or we traveled to, when you got little kids running up to you, and some may be asking for an autograph, some may be asking for your shoes, your shirt, money to buy something to eat, like just different things. Like, man, it really humble you, my son. I remember when we went to Jamaica. I don't know if you remember this, Tegan. We had stopped by a KFC to get something to eat. I don't know if you've been with us that time for back. We went to a
No,
KFC.
I wasn't there that one.
Man,
I was
and
in
we just-
Jamaica, but I wasn't with the KFC travel.
Gotcha, man. And they had like kids on the side of the KFC. They're just waiting for anybody to walk up, and they barefooted. Some of them ain't got no shirt, tear up clothes, and so they just, you know, asking for money. And that was you don't see that part of, you know, life in when you watch like a Jamaican video. You know, you see the artists them and so, but you talk to somebody older. This is everywhere in Jamaica. Everywhere you got homeless kids all over Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it's just sad to see, man. And it definitely to humble you and make you, man, like you may think that you're struggling, but you really got life good.
Pang, here's a good story that the world. Remember when we went to Cuba, and they used to shut off the water regardless what hotel you stay in, so you have the
Right.
time when you go in and take a shower.
Right?
I mean, we don't know how happy we have it in the Virgin Islands, man, and
Very
and
true.
how grateful and thankful we should be to the Most High for what we have and what our parents really, you know, gifted us with. Because trust me, a lot of people around the world have it 10 times worse. But the thing is, they are happy, and that's what really moved me. Like, they could live like this and be happy, but you know, we lose a little $100 or lose a little car, we want to kill somebody for it. And that's truly it, life. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we had a president that was he liked to point out things like mad at people coming from Mexico and other places and benefiting off of the American life. But they know that how these people they be struggling in their own country, and that's why they don't move to America, because America is the land of opportunity. At least that's what we say it is.
Yeah.
These people come into America with a different mentality. You know what I'm saying? They come into work, they're behind off. And that's why you could watch, I can use Mexicans as an example. You could watch these people come. They're going to all pile up in one van and they go to work every day. They're going to start off all living in one apartment. The next thing you know, one of them going to buy a piece of land and they're going to go and build 3-4 houses on this land where all of them could live. And now they got each of them got their own house. They got their own land. And like you said, they're living happy. It might not be a big house. It might not be a big land, but they will make the best of it. They might even buy a piece of land where they build a church. So they do everything on that one land. They go to church, they plant their stuff, they build the different house, they build a different shack for this family, that family, but they make it work. You know what I'm saying? And they do their business, they start their own business, maybe a little construction company or something, but they come with the mentality of working to get what they need, or get what they even sometimes get what they want. Where you have kids growing up in a privileged environment that don't do stuff. They want stuff to be handed to them. I don't remember if I remember the time when Oprah was building a school and she ended up building the school in Africa. A lot of people were questioning why she built a school in Africa and not here in America. So she said she did a study where she went all around the United States in different schools. And she would ask kids questions, what they want to be when they grow up. And the kids then would respond. In America, they would respond, oh, I want to be an NBA player. I want to be a baseball player. I want to be a rapper. I want to be, that's majority of their answer was some type of professional sport, or because That's the only way they see out. And she went in the black communities, by the way. That's the only way they see out of the neighborhood. She went to Africa. She went around in schools, asked the same question. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a nurse. I want to be the president of the United States. I want to be a governor. I want to be a fireman. But the difference in the responses is why she built a school in Africa versus, I mean, if you're planning on being a NBA player, I mean, you need school, but that ain't why I want to build a school for. You know what I'm saying? And where Oprah was coming from. But it's just a different type of responses, or the way you see kids' minds in America is this is what they want. Nobody reaching to challenge themselves. Not saying being a professional basketball player in a challenge, but they ain't challenging up here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she built a school in Africa. And a lot of people are hating at she for that. But I think the reason why she built it in Africa is they need it more, honestly. They want it more and need it more, really and truly. And that's why
a great example. That's a great example, P. I totally get it.
We got a question here by from Andre. I just wanted to touch on what Tegan said real quick, and then we get to the question for I guess this question is for Kerry-Ann and Tegan. When you said, Tegan, that your experiences traveling the world, that's the same thing that shaped me as a person, as an individual, is when they was happy. That was the most important thing for me, and that's what shaped me as a person I am today. Honestly, is my teammates, them, and then traveling as well too, and seeing that, and they was just so happy, and it wasn't even itself about money, and that really, really opened up my eyes and shaped me as an individual. So I just wanted to just shout out for me. That's what shaped me as a person. Do you have the book on hand to show the viewers now?
I'll take this one. So Andre, this was an interesting thing. So the same day I published the book, which was Thursday, right? I didn't even proof the book yet. Everything I saw was digital. So all the proof is digital. So I can show a digital version, but I don't know if Mumba know how to do that yet. So we won't show a digital. So no, we don't have a hard copy, right? Reason being, we published the book literally on Thursday. I put the website up on Thursday, and somebody just went ahead and posted everything on Facebook. And I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't even get a book on hand yet. He couldn't wait. So he went ahead and just announced.
That's why I say pull up something. I say Priyana.
So I thought it was me, boys. Tegan. Oh man, I thought it was me. I was like, whoa.
No, it wasn't you. Tegan beat both of us to it. Like I didn't even post anything. I wake up and I saw that Tegan I put a post out there. So literally, it's only been a few days since we published the book, so we don't have the hard copies yet, but we will soon.
And I could piggyback on that too, just because you're using the same, the same website that Rico uses. You uses the same Lulu. So, and they do, from what I've seen, they do good work. If you go on Rico page, on some of the books that he has, they do good work and stuff like that. So, most, everything should be good.
Yeah, I saw the digital version. So the book is excellent. The layout, everything, it's going to be excellent quality. It's just, we went on roll with it, start advertising everything before we even got the hard copy. So, but it will be soon.
Shout out to everybody that has already ordered and stuff like that. From what I've seen, there's been a lot of good feedback and stuff like that. So I just want to give a shout out to all the viewers and stuff that's watching, that's out of the book,
No, same here, Mumba. It's a great. Trust me, I've had so many people calling me that I ain't talked to in a couple months, Pete, asking me, dude, I come in for my book. I was like, I ain't got a book yet. I ain't got a book. I need some books. You gotta wait. But it's just that, man, the response that people really want to, because everyone who read the book, which is all of us here, Dr. Bryson. I mean, I chose a lot of people who are in, high in the community as well to read it. Everybody said, man, we really love it. When can we get a copy? When you should have it should have go a little longer. But the excitement was there, man. So I was like, well, maybe my life is really excited because it's all about me. But I didn't really think the book was that excited. But when you live it, I guess it's just part of you. But for somebody like my sister said to read, like, man, he really went through some of these things. A lot of people don't know. So they're just seeing me on the outside, and now I'm giving them the opportunity to let them on the inside, and they get a glimpse of what I was going through as a professional. Then they was like, wow, I need to read more of this thing, you know. And Timmy was here over the weekend, and I saw him and say, you know who will have a great book? Tim. I would like to know what's going through Timmy mind.
Right.
Real talk. He will
Thomas.
have an amazing book.
That's true.
I do have a quick question for you. As you're busy enough as it is already, have you had any anybody asked you coming into any school to read your book to students like elementary or even middle school?
Well, not yet, but I did met with Bonnie with the Department of Education. She's waiting for her copy. So education will have an opportunity to read the book. I'm supposed to go on TV too. They Fancy Donna Star have a radio show. He wants me to come on and talk about the book once the book reach. And I'm gonna try to go on a lot of platform and just try to let people know about the book as much as possible. Also do a book signing at Kmart. So a lot of things are in the planning. And I said, man, just let's go all out with it and just see what it is. At the end of the day, I want I would like a lot of people to read it, but I would like a lot of the youths them to really read it. I think it will do more for them knowing that somebody from where they came from actually went through this, succeed, had struggles, didn't give up, represented the national team very well, and now coming back, giving back. And I think it will inspire them a lot, especially when they get tough, because that's what the book is all about. When things get tough, a lot of us, especially from the islands, when we leave the Virgin Islands and go to the States, a lot of we to quit because we send away a lot of good players. But it gets a little tough, and then maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, you see everybody back home, and you're like, "What going on? Oh, the coach ain't like me. This happened. Some kind of excuse."
True.
But in all the sports, but this book will help you get over some of those adversities, some of those struggles. And I'm hoping it will inspire a lot more future Virgin Islanders and so forth.
Hey, and just to let some of the viewers, a lot of us who successful at different levels, we all went through the coach didn't like me time. We all had that experience. But like you say, it's how you push through that. Like, man, like even if you got to suffer for a year or just to maybe transfer school next year, you know what I'm saying? But one thing, the grass ain't always green on the other side, you know what I'm saying? If you just keep pushing and keep working and showing what you could do, like somebody gonna see you, you know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna put you in the best situation for you. But you just gotta be able to fight through it, man. Whether it's family, like you live in situation, because a lot of us, when we move from home, we move in with our parents, we move in with our we lucky if we move in with a sister or a brother who already live up here. But majority of the time we move in with strangers or even like a close relative that you saw maybe once or twice growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's an adjustment, living with an uncle or an aunt that barely came home. You know what I'm saying? But it just have different struggles, and America is definitely a culture shock to St. Croix or the Virgin Islands. So it's just coming with the mindset that anything that anybody throw at you, you're gonna be able to withstand it. I think it would help prepare you if you don't make it to the NBA, you don't make it to the major leagues, and you could go overseas and play ball or some type of sport. It helped prepare you for that. Like that'll be another culture shock and adjustment you gotta make, but you built for it. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a question for three of you guys. I'm gonna ask this question, but we have a question from Andre and Chris. You see Boogie, he has a question too. I know Dwayne answer it just in case if Chris didn't see Dwayne answer, you could answer it as well too, Tegan.
Oh yeah, you can get this shirt. You can get a shirt from NATO. Nathaniel Stanley. We call him Nato. I don't really have his number on me right now, but I can definitely get a website. You probably got a website, Mumba. You can put it up. They can check out Nato.
I think
The
I got
shot is really, really comfortable. This is a large, so it shows that my body is really coming back to farm pan. Because I was wearing X large and 2X, but now I'm down to large. Once I get back to medium, I think I'll stop.
That's hilarious. All right.
But the shot feels really comfortable. It's a really nice shirt.
What's the
And I want to
brand?
give a big up to I don't even I gotta check that. I gotta give a big up to damn, Ray. Ray made some shot. He has Crucian on the front. I'm gonna wear that next show. He has Crucian with St. Croix, all stitched. It's a really nice shirt, man. So big up to Ray. Definitely go showcase his shirt. I mean, we have a lot of local entrepreneurs doing a lot of great things.
So when I come home, I know we didn't have time because we were so busy with trying to get your celebration going for your retirement. But the next time I come home, I'm gonna have a little more time. You definitely gotta take me to some of these places, man, because I definitely want to stop wearing other stuff. Every once in a while I wear my Nike and different things depending on where I'm going, but every day I want to be wearing like a local.
A local.
Yeah,
I'm the same.
I don't
You
want
think
to
like
wear
me, man? I just go wearing a lot of local shirts. I just like to wear local shirts.
right.
I don't know. I just feel better knowing I'm wearing something that somebody just said, man, I'm just gonna try to make a way for myself and my family. And the fact that you're from the Virgin Islands, I'm so proud, and I'm just gonna keep supporting. Whether the shirt look good or not, I could care less. I go wear it.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. My closet full. No, I buy a bunch of shirts from all kind of people. For real. No, for real, it's for real. By the way, go ahead, Pan.
No, I'm gonna say every episode you got somebody production like when what I like about you, Mumba, whenever you advertise somebody's stuff, the next week you're wearing it. So I like that.
Yeah,
That's
and,
big time.
I appreciate it, man. Just showing them love and stuff like that. If you guys got a chance, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you guys got a chance, and this is no slight to any of the other people, them clothing line and stuff like that. You need to go check out Caribbean Girls Rock website and get something. That heck dope. That heck nice for real. So you guys check it out.
Caribbean
I purchased
Girls?
some, yeah, Caribbean
Okay.
Girls Rock. Some good stuff. I purchased something. It's mostly, I think it says unisex, but it kind of goes towards the females. But I bought something, but you guys definitely check it out, man. Especially for the females and from the Caribbean, you guys check it out. That's
So next week you're wearing your Caribbean Girls Rock shirt.
whenever I order it. I order it
In pink,
I
Pan.
order
In
it-
pink.
In pink.
No. I ordered it yesterday. So I should get it like in next week or the week or after, whatever. The only thing is, like, if you wear it, I think as a male, I think you're gonna attract a lot of Caribbean people, a lot of Caribbean females. They're gonna be like, whoa, where you get that shop from? And maybe they're gonna kind of help promote the website. But it's an attractive shirt, and I think it's gonna attract a lot of more females just because it says Caribbean Girls Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to attract anybody, but I'm just saying, and I support
But it's
it.
no problem if you are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. Where I'm at in my
let's-
life right now, I'm focusing on my kids. That's it. Nothing else.
No,
My kids
what
and
I-
the future. Nothing
What
else.
I'm
Nothing.
saying is, if you like the website, you like the website. If it's good, it's good.
So-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that switch up, Pang. I like how you switch around up.
We all know why Pan gonna be wearing that shirt though.
You know why?
Yeah, I just check out the website. There's a lot of stuff for the ladies. They got a couple of stuff for the guys.
And they got merchandise and stuff like that too. So not just clothing, So it's a dope shirt. Shout out to Janae and the partner and everybody else who involved with the
No, I definitely gonna bless my hero website and go cap a shirt. That's my newest hero.
So we got this. That was funny when you were saying that. We on the episode. So we get this
I need
question.
a shirt from Dwayne, man. I ain't got a shirt from Dwayne yet.
I just saw Dwayne
Dwayne.
yesterday for like 20 minutes or something like that. So big up to Dwayne. So we got this question for you, Tegan, and I definitely want to ask you guys this question because I really want to. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. I want to whatever. I'm gonna get to that. I'm stuttering and talking crazy.
Coming right back.
Tegan, at any time did you had writer's block? And if you did, what were your motivation to go on?
Honestly, I did not because pretty much like I said, I was not making up anything in the book. It was all about my experience. So pretty much your experiences is gonna dictate what you put on paper. So I didn't really have any writer's block. I just started from the start in terms of okay, how did I get here? I don't want to get into the book because I don't want to talk about it because I want people to read it. But I'll just give a little summary, so to speak. It's pretty much okay. Now there are a lot of athletes. You leave St. Croix, you're the best athlete. You gone to college, you made it to NCAA. It becomes tough. All of a sudden now you're one of the best players in college, and now you're going into the professional realm. And for some reason, you believe that you've made it, so to speak. You know, everybody get drafted and drafted. They start crying and doing all these crazy stuff, and you believe like you made it. But Mumba, you know, made it my ass. Your journey just began, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody watching you fun in the locker room. All the older players, them saying, man, me ain't think this rookie are good enough or no. We wasted too much money on this piece of crap. You're gone from now being the best player in college to now being pretty much got to earn everybody respect because now you ain't just playing for fun. You're messing with grown men money. And when you're messing with people money, people watch you differently, boss.
That's
Not,
very
not only you're messing with people money, you're messing with the coach's money. So he gonna watch you differently too, because he can get fired. And you're messing now with a city. You know, when you go overseas, obviously you're playing with a city. It's same thing in America, you're playing like with a city, say Orlando or whatever. So now you're messing with people, emotions who are vested in the team. And then the big dog, you're messing with the owner now who is willing now to say, I'm about to give you a 6-digit contract to see what you can do for me. So now everything came from playing the game in terms of fun, buy me a Crasio, is the nicest thing. So now this is your job. This is your job. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Yes, at youths, we play sports, we love it, we enjoy it, we do all of these things. And I don't care what sport it is. When you become a professional and people is paying you, that is your job. You have no time to be worrying about how great a player you are because the level you created for yourself is how they're going to judge you tomorrow. So you see like how we've always judging LeBron James. Nobody don't really understand that the guy is in his 18th year or whatever, still scoring 25, and they're still saying LeBron is shit. Because we are accustomed to see LeBron score 30 and 40, but Pam, we all know 25 points a game for any normal player is a damn good stats. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So whatever level you created today is how everybody gonna judge you tomorrow. Nobody care what you did yesterday. It's all what you can do for me now. And that's one of the thing I had to really get used to when I became a pro. And that's why it changed my lifestyle in terms of discipline. Pang will know that, you know, I used to come home. Mumba, you'll know that too. I'll come home and I'll work. And you'll see me shooting so many balls, and then a lot of people will be like, but you already can shoot. Why are you shooting like that? Because they don't understand. They counted how many shots I make. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I ain't trying to miss, period. It's a totally different mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because that one miss can cost me the game. So it's just a different way when you go to the professional realm to all the other level, including college. Because college is at the end of the day, you ain't getting paid. So, but when you reach that professional level, you are really affecting people's lives, and people hold you at a higher accountability. First of all, you have to earn a lot of people respect for them to trust you. So you gotta fight for that. And you know, it just makes you a more disciplined person because one mistake you make can be that could be it.
That's true. We talked about this just now, but Rashida Abad just asked this question: are you planning on writing more books?
Well, like I said, I definitely would like to do one with the traveling. I mean, even that one, if I do get an opportunity to do it, God is willing, I definitely will link up with Pang and make it a collaboration because he has been on a lot of these trips with myself.
That's
in
dope.
terms of internationally. So we definitely get to see a lot of ins and outs. I mean, when I look back and see some of the countries we've been in, from Cuba to Panama to Mexico to Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, I mean, South America, China. I mean, who would have known, man, from the Virgin Islands to all these places
Right.
just by
I like that.
basketball. So
I
it's
like that.
crazy.
I like that. I like that. So I get this question for you guys. Real quick, we have Persia Greg coming on tomorrow as well. So shout out to Persia. If you guys listening, make sure you guys, if you guys have the opportunity to tune in tomorrow 7 p.m. We have Persia Greg coming on. So that should be a very exciting and good episode. And we'll discuss Lorna episode tomorrow as well too, because her episode was on Wednesday. So we definitely discuss that on tomorrow's episode. So I have this question for you guys, Trey. You guys, and I'll
Well,
start.
real
Go ahead.
quickly, Mamba, so I can just preface this to some of the viewers. The reason they haven't really been seeing me in the week, I'm coaching a team, a 16 and under team that I'm taking to Atlanta April 8th to the 19th for a basketball tournament showcase. So pretty much we practice in the night. So I'm not going to pretty much be available in the week at all.
Yeah.
So that's why you haven't been seeing me. Once I get back from Atlanta, hopefully I'll definitely have more time to join the show. So just wanted viewers to know I have not abandoned the show. I've just been coaching. Finally, we're getting back to normal, and we're trying to get these youths, especially these youths of St. Croix, because in the States, you guys been playing sports. You guys been having basketball tournament and all kind of sports.
Yeah.
In the Virgin Islands, we haven't been doing anything for a year and a half. So this would just be nice to give some of these youths some type of sporting experience, and hopefully, you never know, they might catch somebody in the States and get a scholarship. So we'll see.
Very true. Very true.
That's good.
So you was talking about adversity, about the book and helping the youths and stuff. You touched on it, Pan touched on it as well too. So this came to my mind when you guys was talking about it, and I'll ask Carrie on first, and it's the same question for all you guys. Carrie, when you moved to the States, and I know you're a lawyer, attorney, and everything, the whole nine, and everything else that goes along with it, Did any point in time in your career when you was achieving whatever you wanted to achieve, and going to school, etc., did you face any type of adversity where you question yourself or you wanted to quit or anything like that?
Whew, that's a loaded question. So, me in general, I'm not a quitter. I was definitely raised tough, and when I tell my story, you'll understand why. So, I don't believe in quitting. Right? You start something, you got to finish. That doesn't mean that I didn't face adversity. Most definitely. So, without giving everything away, in even choosing a school, I didn't really have much guidance. Like I got accepted to every school I wanted to go to, but in making the decision of which school to go to, I literally chose a school because my brother lived in Michigan and I hadn't seen him for years. So I was like, hey, I'm going to go to Michigan State, right? But before I even finished my semester at Michigan State, there was an issue with him and his wife, and she kicked me out. So literally, I had to figure out, okay, what am I gonna do now to finish the semester off? And, I was able to finish, but I chose not to go back to Michigan State. So literally, during the fall semester, I'm reapplying to other schools. So Pang mentioned living with family. Sometimes living with family is not the best idea either. And looking back at it, I wish I had made a wiser decision. Like I should have lived on campus at the very least. But I made the decision that I made just based on that criteria. I wanted to be near my brother. So that was the first obstacle I faced. Now, what do I do? Do I go back to Michigan? Do I choose a new school? And the opportunity worked out where I ended up going to Liberty University in Virginia. My uncle Cliff, he had his stepdaughter who was also going to school in Virginia. So I ended up flying out there with them. He dropped me off to school. So that all worked out, and I was able to finish there. And even going to that school, I had my obstacles there too. It's a Christian university. I knew nothing about it. I literally just chose the school that chose me first. So I had my obstacles there too because I didn't know there were rules you had to follow and all this stuff. You had to go to church 3 days a week. And so I'm learning all these different things that, yes, I'm learning
That's
all
at
these different,
Virginia,
yes,
University of Virginia.
no, Liberty University.
Liberty.
Liberty
Oh, okay,
University.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Frighten
yeah.
me,
So
frighten me.
it's a
Like,
Christian
what?
university. So there's all these rules. You got to go to church 3 days a week. You have curfew. You know what I mean? All these different things is going on, and I'm learning as I go. So literally, as I'm breaking the rules, that's when I'm learning there's rules. So dealing with stuff like that. There was one instance where I almost got kicked out of school as well. Moved in with a guy I was dating at the time, and that was against the rules.
Wow,
And
you dropping dimes on this show, man.
yeah,
You dropping dimes.
so and he was friends with the dean of women's husband, and I told him that I said this is against the rules, so don't tell nobody. Like, and the only reason I'm moving with him, he had lost his job and stuff. So I was trying to be nice, trying to be supportive, all that. But I told him you can't tell people, even the dean of women's husband. He's your friend, but don't tell him. But unfortunately, he did. So I had to meet with the dean of women. She told me I had to move out, otherwise I'm getting kicked out of school, all this stuff. So literally, like, I face a lot of obstacles. When I tell my story, y'all gonna be
This
so
is
surprised.
crazy.
Then,
That's crazy.
yes, that's crazy. Then I had another obstacle, right? So my senior year, I had my little sister come and live with me. She wasn't doing so well in school. So I had to make all these adjustments to my life now, right? Because now I gotta take her to school. She's involved in sports. Gotta figure all that out. So I had friends helping me drop her off where she needed to go. But one of those friends wrecked my car. So,
Wow.
and he didn't have money to buy me another car. So it's like, I know I got to finance a car. I figure if I put in both of our names, he have to make the payment, right? Because they're going to mess up his credit. Well, unfortunately, that was a stupid plan. That didn't work. um, he made like one payment, right? But things went south with our relationship after that. And one day at work, the dude decided to steal my car, which is
Wow.
And then
So-
nothing you can say about it
I-
because his name on it.
So, his
I
name
can't
is
wait to
on
hear
the
your
car, right? And this is important too because it helped me with my legal career, right? His name is on the car. So I'm calling the cops telling them this dude stole my car. Y'all need to go get my car from this man. They telling me, well, if his name's on the car, that's a domestic issue. We're
Yeah,
not
it's
getting
not
involved in
stolen.
that. You gotta go through the courts. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So literally I had to get gangster, put the law into my own hands. I know where he was staying. So one of my friends dropped me off. I went there, saw my car in the parking lot, went in, turned on the car, and was reversing. And Tiga know my reversing skills wasn't that great back then. So they had a long driveway.
As long as Tijan didn't teach you how to park, you good.
He didn't.
So,
So
I know Pam, we're gonna bring that one up.
That's a good timing, Pan. Good timing. Good timing, Pan.
Pam, I come in to get something for the fridge. Itchy rank for that, brother. Itchy rank for that, brother. Itchy, I hate you.
okay, so let me get back to my story.
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
so I'm in the driveway reversing, and I going slow because I wasn't very good at reversing at that time. So he had enough time to use his key, get in the car with me, and I'm reversing. Once we end up in the street, dude, literally, he pulled out the key out the car, right? And the car just stopped in the middle of the road. So now we scrapping because he done pissed me off. So we literally fighting in the car. And somehow I managed to kick he out the car and we both fighting in the road enough. So police show up. This is the first time I got into a police car. We both got arrested, right? They didn't book me or anything. I explained everything that happened and all that. So basically, literally, I had to steal my own car back.
This is a
When-
serious story. You dropping
You know what I
dimes,
mean?
sis.
Like-
You dropping
like,
dimes.
I definitely had obstacles. And honestly, it's because of when you have a big heart, sometimes people take advantage. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So I definitely learned that, yeah, you can be nice, but you have to put a stop to some of those things. So to make a long story short, I ended up even having to go to court and all this stuff. This same person would have me get my first and only speeding ticket in my life, but it was a reckless driving charge. So my senior year, I got cited going 92 in a 45
Oh my
Trying to catch you?
God.
in a Cavalier. No,
Trying to catch him? Or he trying to catch you?
Trying to go home. Okay, I was murking. So I got a speeding ticket going 92 and a 45. You know, I ended up having to go to court, got my license suspended. The first judge was going to throw me in jail. I had to appeal that. And the only thing that saved me was I was a good student. I was planning to go to law school, so they know if they give me a record, that could mess me up. So the second judge pardoned me and everything, but I did get my license suspended for 6 months. So, and that was the time we get ready to move to California for me to go to law school, right? So I literally drove to California from Virginia on a suspended license. Me and my sister did a little road trip. So when I say I had obstacles, when I tell you guys my story, y'all gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, she
The
definitely
feds
went through it."
listening. Oh God, the feds
So
listening.
yeah, whatever. It's too late now. It happened and it's done and over with, right?
You're
So
a liar
then,
now, man. You can handle them.
right, exactly. So then moving to California, we literally had nothing, right? I left everything behind in Virginia. So we literally had to start from scratch. So we're talking, we didn't have beds, we didn't have nothing. All I had was an apartment. So me and my little sister for that first month until I got my financial aid and stuff, we was roughing it. We had no family in California, none of that stuff. So literally we were roughing it. And I
So
was
you're
working at Walmart.
not to
Uh-huh.
not to to take over your story. So your brother moved out to California because of you and Alrika?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yep.
wait. Let me preface this. It was not me. We do have two older brothers.
It was
So let
Calvin.
people don't think it's me, okay?
It was Calvin. So yeah. So me and my sister, we moved here together. We was roughing it, sleeping on the floor. I mean, you name it. The other messed up part, right? I was working at Walmart in Virginia for like 2 years. Very good employee. I was supposed to get transferred from Virginia to Sacramento, California, so I would still have my job. So I felt good about that. I was coming to a job. I had my apartment, everything. When I got to Walmart to ask about when do I start, you know what they told me? This fool will tell me, well, we saw that your drawer came up short $20 once, so we're not gonna hire you. I
Wow.
was like, you guys couldn't call me and tell me that before I came that you're not gonna hire me.
That's
So
crazy.
now I'm jobless,
That's
right?
crazy.
Law
What
school
you
don't start
what
till
you do
like
with the
2 weeks.
$20? What
You
you
know
do with
what I
the
mean?
$20?
I did not take $20. If you know anything about Walmart, if you know anything about Walmart, right? We all share the same drawer, all the cashiers, which was stupid. So when the drawer came up short, they book it on everybody who used the drawer, but it clearly wasn't me. Like my drawer don't come up short. So, but that's the excuse they use.
Gotta
So it's
go
like
back and sue
it is.
Walmart.
For
You know what
real,
I mean?
yo.
It is what it is. So that same day he told me I'm not gonna get hired, I literally went to Florin Mall, which is near where we live, and Sears was hiring. So I sat at the kiosk, fill out everything. The hiring manager was there that day, and he literally came and said, "Can you interview now?" I said, "Hell yeah, I can interview right now." So he interviewed me, and literally I got hired on the spot. I started the next day, so we were good. So we did have to rough it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I did face my adversities. Law school was the toughest challenge I ever faced in my life. I will say that because for me, I ended up working 3 jobs, right? I had 2 jobs and an internship. I have my little sister I gotta take care of. I have like 200 pages you gotta read every day and be prepared for class. It was definitely the biggest challenge I ever faced. And there were times where I literally was just in my room crying. Not that I'm gonna give up, but it was tough. Like it was really, really tough. So, but the greatest moment for me was when I finally passed the bar. I was like so happy. I cried. My sister saw me cry because like all the weight of everything was just lifted off my shoulders. But when you hear my story, I definitely had a lot of obstacles. I just gave you guys a synopsis, but it's crazy. There's stuff I went through that you'd be like, I would never think she would go through stuff like that. But I
That was
absolutely
crazy.
did.
That was crazy. That was
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. All I can say is that lawyers even break the law even before they become lawyers. That's
I
all I
tell
can say.
you.
That's why
Listen,
Ah,
they
yes.
that's why they know the law so
there's-
good.
exactly.
They're taking $20 from Walmart draw,
When you know the law, you
speeding.
know how to break it. But I'm not encouraging anybody to break the law.
Let me,
Okay, I
Break the
did
law.
what
That's
I had.
correct, brother.
let me ask you a question. Is the same day your draw come up shot $20 was the same day you get a speeding ticket?
No.
She had to back up the change.
So,
Nice.
Pang,
Whatever, Pang.
so Pang, I'm gonna ask you that same question. The same question.
I'm a very easygoing guy.
No, wait.
Just
Go ahead.
I'm a very easygoing guy,
Go
so
ahead.
I won't say I had a lot of adversity. Like a lot of people, the when they hear about some of the negative stuff about me, they'll be so shocked and surprised because that's not the kind of person they'll be around every day. You know what I'm saying? If I have to say I went through any type of adversity was just the switch of the culture, man. Coming up here, not having not being able to drive or go places when I want, how at any time, because we used to just hitch and ride in St. Croix, you know what I'm saying? So being confined to your room every day, seeing the same people every day on campus. Honestly, Mumba, that's really the only adversity when I first came up. I never had no major injuries in school. I was kind of like the coach's pet because I never gave him problem. School was kind of easy. I can't think of any more, but that's life too good, man, to say I had any adversity, man. I just glad I could wake up every day and still breathing. That's
All right, respect, man. That's good, man. So
We needed to trade places, Pang.
yeah. I don't know. I think some of my adversity, I ain't really comfortable with talking about some of them yet. Maybe one day.
my question was more towards sport. I asked Carrie Ann because she didn't go to college to play sports, so I wanted to, but it was more towards sport just because it goes back to Tegan's book where he mentioned earlier about how we all face adversity when we go, and he gave the example of a lot of athletes on the Virgin Islands went to play sports and then they came back due to maybe off the field situation or on the field or on the court situations like that, so that's where my question was more towards this sporting aspect.
I will say this. I'll give you an adversity. When I left St. Croix to go to school, I didn't go for basketball. So my adversity was I didn't take the SATs. I didn't coming out of high school, I didn't have the best grades. So when I first met with the coach, I didn't have like any tape or anything. So my first adversity was just proving to him that I could play on this level. You know what I'm saying? And I remember they used to have tryouts in the first semester, I want to say in like October or right before Christmas break. And I just remember him telling me, well, he liked how I play. He ain't gonna, put me on the team yet or so, but he wants to see me again in April to see if like I improve or get any better, or he'll have more of a chance to look at me. So I had from October, I think it's been October, I had from October to April to start working out on my own, because I ain't got no team, I ain't got no gym or whatever the case may be. I had the opportunity to start working out on my own, staying in shape. So when April come, I could, try out and give like a better showing, which I did. I just remember just going through the course of the year, just school never been my thing, as most are, school never been my thing, but I stayed focused and bring up my grade. I used to do me and Frenchie homework when I first came up here. Frenchie used to go class. I used to stay in the room because I didn't like going out the room or whatever. I used to stay in the room all day, and Frenchie used to send me into class, and I used to do our homework for he to take back to school. And I would go class just to take tests and stuff like that. So those was my adversity, just adjusting to going to class every day. Well, doing my schoolwork every day and staying in shape. I used to go to every neighborhood in Jacksonville, every neighborhood around the hood where the campus was. So all the tough area them, I used to go and play ball in them tough areas. and just gain friends that way. I remember up to one night, the Spud been here for this night though. I remember one night some of the dudes them that we went in the neighborhoods to play ball with. You know, these one thing with these Yankee, they're very showboast, and you know, me, Frenchie and Spud, we coming from the island, we humble, you know what I'm saying? I ain't somebody neighborhood. Why I trash talking with these dudes here? You know what I'm saying? Like I know better. But these Yankees don't care. You know, they got a little game, and then nigga, you can't guard me. And they talking trash, and some of these dudes, they really from the streets. So they're gonna respond like, nigga, what? Who the F you think you're talking to? My son, when I tell you, T-God, man, woman, and child just come running from different places in the neighborhood. I said, what? But I go say this to say this. Me, T-God, me, Frenchie, and Spud, the type of vibes that we giving after these dudes that we playing against in the neighborhood. When I tell you, when these dudes show up to fight now, and all the dudes that we come in the car with run off because it wasn't too far from the dorms. It was still walking distance. Some of these dudes made it running distance because they take off. You know what I'm saying? And then man, like some of the dudes them like face up with me, Frenchie and Spud, but the other Yankee dude them that was playing them are like, nah. Those dudes straight. Dreads, the dreads, they straight. Those dudes cool. And then me, Frenchie, and Spud, we just walk back to the dorms. And this is at night too. So we got to walk through the neighborhood at night to the dorm. But it's just some of the things them that I had to go through to just stay in shape, because our schooling got no gym, no nothing. Like we got one weight room, and most of the time there's some type of sport in there using the weight room. So we used to have to get in the weight room when we can. And I don't know if Tegan, if you remember me putting on getting a little bulk, a little muscle the first year.
Yeah, man, you are really getting like lock up. You are lifting a lot.
I used to stay in the gym. I used to work out all the time, and I had to build my mind up for that. So that's the only type of adversity I went through. Once I made it on the team, Mumba, like I said, I was kind of like the coach's pet. Not that he used to treat me any different. Only time I saw that he treat me different was me and my roommate are getting in trouble because we all wake up late. He benched the whole game, but he said, I only gonna bench you the first half. So I didn't play the first half, but he benched my roommate the whole game but it's just the type of example that I always first in everything in practice. The only thing like I ain't first in is or doing the best at is the shooting drill them. You know, I ain't the best shooter, you know what I mean? But I could keep up with some of the best shooters. I could beat you any day you want.
Please. Don't go there. We already tried.
we gotta get to Tegan too, you know. So
my bad. Those are the only adversity I went through. Just staying focused to even met the team, Mumba. But once I got on the team, it was smooth sailing from there.
Tegan, same question for you, my brother.
I will only say I will just give my biggest adversity, because obviously we had a lot of adversities. Pang will know because Pang been there with me. I think my biggest adversity was pretty much when I broke my foot. That was really, for me, hell on earth. That was like the sport you've been playing all your life, and now you had an opportunity. You just reached college. You want to show out. We're playing some of the top university, Florida State, Florida, all these big schools. And these are teams I watch on TV. And I break my foot. Wow. I had to be out the whole year. Pang come and visit me. I was blowing up like a little pig.
So like a little pig.
Yeah, because I couldn't do nothing. All I could do just eat, and I was just so depressed, man. I was just so depressed. I honestly didn't even want to see girls and all them things.
Right.
I was just so depressed, you know. And man, something just hit me and said, dude, I still young. You know what? When my foot healed, I gotta work so hard, my son, and I gotta come back for everybody. And I gotta just eat food. You know what I'm saying? And once I was healthy. When I came back, it was a little struggle, same way, because I still didn't think my foot was 100% healed. You know, I always got a little thing in your head like, damn, I don't want to break it again. You know.
Yeah.
So even when I used to run, I kind of used to just like, damn, I don't want to put too much weight here, too much weight there. And then when you try to compensate for one part of your body, something else always go. So when I try to compensate for my foot, my hamstring now start, and then I keep getting a bunch of injuries, man. I was like, man, this ain't working out too good for me with this basketball thing, but I stick with it. I was always very prayerful. You know, my sister would tell you we do come from a very spiritual family. My mother, she still to this day will get up 5 o'clock and read her Bible. Our father, he's a little rough, but he carried a cross in the church, the same way. So cross in one hand and a salvation in the other, but we love each other, but we do come from a spiritual family. So, man, I used to just pray and just say, God, man, if you just give me strength, man, this is why I walk far. And even if I fail, I'm just going to do my best to be in the best shape of my life. For I stopped drinking. Pam will tell you I never used to drink. I definitely don't smoke. I just start taking care of my body. Only now I retire, I say, man, I spent 20 years of my life staying in shape. Let me start drinking and stuff. But before, I never used to do none of that, Mamba. I was just so in tune. I just wanted to be the best shape ever.
Yeah.
And so said, so done. God came through. And once I got over my fears, I redshirted the first year. Then I came back. I had seniors and stuff on my team. I used to be on the second team. I used to be the starting five every day in practice until coach finally said, we got to start the freshman. And I know that the seniors, them didn't like it, but he had no choice. I used to boss the ass.
Right.
It don't really matter. And I just ran with it. I started 4 years, and like my sister put on the website, I was when I graduated, I was second in assists, school history, first in minutes played, third in 3-pointers made. I was the 13th player in this whole school. I'm wondering why Jacksonville University ain't retired my jersey yet. I'm about to tell them, what the hell going on? I was in top 5 in almost every stat at Jacksonville.
They got to retire your jersey.
You know what I'm saying?
You know who I saw the other day? Calvin.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, he coaching one of these teams. Or they were playing against my son them school, and he was the assistant coach on the other team.
Okay. So he hang it up because I see he's keep posting like videos up still. So that's probably old games.
He hang it up overseas, but he to play with the local team here, the local pro team here.
That's one guy could have jumped, son. He was really a great teammate. I could have just thrown alley-oop to him. He actually gave me half of my assists. The dude really could have really jumped. But adversities was there, man. But I just, man, like you say, if you don't have nothing to lose in terms of just doing your best, I didn't care if I fail or not. I just wanted to do my best. And if I could do my best, if I fail, I was just going to be happy with myself because I gave it my all. And that was just the end of the day.
That's dope, man. I appreciate you guys sharing those stuff, man. That's
yeah,
fun
man.
Listening
so what about you?
And one more thing. Sorry, Mamba, before you jump, just one quickly. One of the things that we forgot to mention, Pang and myself, and so will you, Mamba, when you speak. When we leave St. Croix, Pang, we never live a damn weight in our life.
Right.
We were weak as shit. And we were getting pushed around. We were fast, but we were weak. And that's another element that we had to get over because we never really care about taking care of our body in the Virgin Islands. We never care about stretching. We never care about icing knees and none of these things. We just show up on the court and run ball. But once you get to the States, man, you kind of have to learn how to take care of your body and live and make sure you get in shape to keep up with the rest of the pack, or else you're going to get left behind.
Very true.
What about you, Mamba? What about one of the adversities that you face? You think you could just ask me? You think you could just ask a question and you got to
I didn't come back.
The question back to you.
That's what made me laugh with Pang, because I know he would have asked you that. Pang would be waiting, brother. Pang would just be like, yeah, Mumba, I think you're gonna get away. All right, for me, I think my biggest adversity was when I know I was gonna make it to the major league and I got hot. And then I had to go to Arizona for 3 months and rehab and live in Arizona and stuff like that. I think that was the biggest adversity for me, just because I had tunnel vision and I was just, and I mean, I faced all that adversity, but my tunnel vision was just locked in. And I finally was going to achieve my childhood dream, and it just got snatched away due to an injury. You know, so that was challenging. That was my biggest adversity, just because I was like, man, you know, I'm tired, man. I gave it my all. You know, I have no regrets. I think it's time for me to hang it up. And that time, my son was about 2.5, maybe 3 years old. So I was like, man, you know, I think it's just time for me to just, you know, be a father and stuff and everything. So that was pretty much for me, my toughest adversity. But I gave it another try, and you know, and the rest is history. So I said that.
Here's my question to all of us. Do you think with all of those adversity that God will kind of shifting us from going into another direction? Because if we all have really accomplished everything we wanted in terms of the highest level, you think we would have probably been on this podcast? Pang was in the NBA. I made the NBA. Muma made the major leagues. My sister would be Carmela Harris, the right-hand girl. Would we be at this panel right now? Real time. Because everything happened for a reason, you know.
You're right.
No,
I think about that all the time.
That's facts. Because let's say stuff had worked out a little better for me, and I had gotten into a different school and not made it to Jacksonville. Me and you would have never really become like best friends, like
really close.
Now, yeah, right? Because we both had best friends when we was in complex, and it won each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's only when we came Jacksonville, and I only knew that you came to Jacksonville when we were already in Jacksonville. We only know about each other because you didn't know I was coming Jacksonville. I didn't know you was coming Jacksonville. We literally found out in Jacksonville. And that was just so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think so. I think we'd have had different paths, and the outcome, and I think the outcome would have been a little different.
Yeah.
I agree.
But sports definitely save our life. So, because I know I probably won't even make it out of art if I didn't if I didn't start to play basketball. I promise you, I probably won't make it out of art.
Don't bring up Atta again. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This dude crazy. This dude is wild. Crazy. Hey, oh man. I had this question I wanted to ask T guy because he was talking about, you know, he was talking about something, and that came up.
Adversity.
No, it was playing professional. It's something because you said so? Okay, you said something about money. No, when you was a professional, right? Did the business aspect of the game? Because I think a lot of people don't realize the business aspect of the game affects a lot of people. It affects a lot of athletes. And it affects you mentally. You know what I'm saying? It affects you mentally. So now, I know how it affected me. And I could touch on it real quick if you guys want to or not. But I'm going to ask you this question, Tegan. Did the business aspect of the game ever affected your performance on the court? Or some of the decision making off the court?
Hell yeah.
I'm about to say, of course. I wasn't even playing, and it used to affect me. When he used to call me. No,
yeah, Bumba, for sure.
Seriously, because I used to get some phone calls, my son, and you know, you rarely see Tegan out of character like Vex and stuff. And man, this man played for some teams that just did he wrong, man. And so I could definitely understand. I know it take you out the character because affect the player, because them shit used to affect me. Like I used to be vexed for
them. I play for a team in Poland named Charlie Swoops. That man still owe me 30 grand.
Wow.
Yeah. That's another thing in FIBA a lot of people don't know. Make sure you get your money, because sometimes these people won't pay you.
Yeah, once you leave, that's it.
Yeah. Then once I've been through it, and I gotta say a lot of love to Jose. After them couple of teams, a team in Poland didn't pay me, and a team in Puerto Rico didn't pay me one time, but we eventually get our money back. Puerto Rico is American, so we can fight for that. But those other Europe team, when they say they can send you home and send you a check, don't leave. You leave,
That's it.
You ain't getting your money.
You better wait for your
And
check.
what, man? That team in Poland had 30 grand for me, my son. And I had just started out. Bang. You know it. That was like one of my second job. I had no money, my son. I fighting in Poland, diving on floor, saying I'm gonna get my money. And man, that it hurt my feelings for some of I ain't get a dime. But like I said, say one, say two. It helped me. Because before, Jose used to do my contract month to month. So every month you gotta pay me. But now, as I became good and people started knowing me, how Jose used to set my contract up. Before I even arrive in your country, you have to pay me 60% of my contract. So for instance, when we went to Iran, I signed for 6 digits. So before I even reach Iran, I already have 6 digits in my bank account. So by the time I don't reach, if they don't like me or not, they can send me home. But I going back home with 6 digits, so you have to keep me. You know what I'm saying? Just so to speak. But we made sure we got paid more than half of our contract before I signed with a team, and we did that with all our teams. Then, but that come with play though. The team gotta respect you to give you that type of contract because you won't get no guaranteed like that.
Yeah, like a signing, you get so pretty much you again like a little, like a signing bonus.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like
Yeah, man. Even my boy Coffee, I want to talk about Coffee. Same way Coffee went to a couple team in Spain that OE good sum of money. You can get, man. Some of these teams are nasty, man. They'll give you these I owe you, and yeah, you. So definitely, when you talk about play, yeah, when you play so hard and then you don't get paid, man, that's one of the toughest feelings in the world, man. It feel like somebody just robbed you. You can't do nothing about it. What you could do about it? You can't do nothing.
That's
You should have
exactly what
called me.
happened.
That's what you should have did. You should have called me. I can make it happen.
Me and I'm saying you couldn't do nothing about that. Since that man was a lot of these teams too was mafia ran. So
we don't want you missing carrier. We don't want you in the bottom of the Indiana Ocean or whatever.
I just got to file the paperwork. I ain't gotta be there in person.
Yeah, man, this team was really, but I didn't have, God was good. I didn't have too many teams that did that to me. Only 2 I can think of. Most of the teams did pay me, and thank God, and I was able to get my money and stuff like that. And it was pretty good. The only thing I kind of regret, if I don't say regret, is when I retire. I always wanted to play with this team in Belgium named Ghent, Gent, Ghent. Always, for some reason, I just wanted to play with this team. I just like to watch them in EuroLeague and stuff like that. And when I said I was going to retire, I was really playing great, but I just wanted to just give it up. That same team called me with Wheelo and told me they were going to offer me 6. I still remember the numbers. I'm going to say it because I didn't make it, so nobody don't come and master that at me. But they were going to pay me $670,000 for that year.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I said, let me take that last contract. But me and son, God put something in my spirit and said, son, you don't see you going and quit. Because if I went back, I probably would have never quit back. I never take the job. I never take the job. Yeah.
Injury, you just never know. It's so many, man.
Wait. You pass up. You pass up on 600.
I passed up 670 something.
What?
When you're making money, you could pass on that type of money.
You know what I mean? And that tell us how much money he was making.
That's
I don't want people think I was like that.
Right.
I never made money like that before.
No.
But that's why you gotta look into the spiritual aspect of things. Because I wasn't making money like that. I was making 6 digits, but not like that. But now that I chose to leave that type of realm in terms of the world, is when I feel in my spirit the devil tried to keep me in it. Because I'm telling you, the more money you make, you kind of get closer to Satan. I tell people that it's crazy.
I was gonna ask you that next. I was gonna ask you that next. Actually, that's funny you said that because I was gonna ask you that next.
Yeah, and I just felt like I had enough. I felt like I had enough. I felt like we were building our house, I could have buy anything I wanted. I just get married. Kelly, I just born. And at the end of the day, I just said I wanted just to be a good husband, and I didn't want somebody else to raise my child. I just wanted to be. I wanted to raise my child for myself. At the end of the day, and it wasn't no money in the world could have really pulled me away from that. I wanted that responsibility, and that was my biggest thing. Yeah.
See, for a person like me who never started, I could say anything I want because I ain't been in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think I pass it up that. But I just talking because I wasn't in the situation. You know what I'm saying? You had, like you said, you had your daughter just came. You were ready to move into your house that you worked so hard on. You just get married. You want to spend time with your wife, and you already were like 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So different role circumstances playing that there. So kudos to you, man. To have the heart and the courage to do that. Like there's a better way of life outside of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's a little bit to touch on what you talked about earlier about having less and being happy. You know what I'm saying? You chose happiness over week 2 practice a days and stressing out your body even more. You probably would have been in crutches right now.
And Pang, you tell me a story, and I'm gonna tell the story. You think I happy? I wish I had that $678,000 in the account right now. You remember the story with the man without no arm dancing on the ground?
Oh my God.
You want to tell that story? That's how I felt.
Oh my God.
When a man, remember you never heard that story, Pactel? When a man wanted to kill himself because nothing was going right in his life. And he was at a tall building and he looked down and he was about to commit suicide, but he looked down and he see a man without no hands and the ground just dancing up and wiggling up, my son, just dancing up. So he run down, right?
Yeah.
And he asked, and he said, my son, let me tell you, I was just about to kill myself. I thought I had the worst life in my world. And I look at you and see how you happy, you dancing to all the song, them walking up on the ground, doing all kind of bad move. He said, how you to do it, man? How you to get you? And the man without the arms tell you think I'm happy? It's itch my ass, itching, I try to scratch stuff up.
Oh my God.
Can you remember that?
Yo, that's
Perspective. It's all about perspective.
That's my go-to joke.
I know, right? You think I happy? My ass itching and me got no arms to scratch it.
That's funny. That is hilarious, brother. That's funny.
Hey, even though the joke, even though it's a joke, but it's real life. You never look at somebody of what they have or don't have and try to decide on their happiness because you never know what that person going through. You know what I'm saying? So as funny as it is,
That's true.
Oh God, that was a
Pang, you
good
mute.
one.
You know what?
Matt, Pang, you mute.
Yeah, Pang,
Yeah,
you.
you're
the
Yeah,
back
you
of
believe
my
I
head
happy,
is-
my ass. You believe I happy, my ass itching. Me got no hands to scratch.
That's hilarious, man. That's funny.
stupid.
Karen, what you was gonna say? That's funny.
I was gonna say it's not only athletes that go through that too, though. I had to face a similar situation where I had the opportunity when I graduated law school. I could have went to a law firm that was gonna pay me 6 figures off the top, plus bonuses. But that was in LA. When I did the interview in LA, I do not like LA. Okay, the traffic is horrendous, and I was just like, I would have to find an apartment close to work in order to get to work on time dealing with LA. And at that time, my sister was going to school still here in Sacramento. So, I had to make the decision. Do I want to make the big bucks starting off, or do I want to just take what I can get in Sacramento? With Sacramento having a lower cost of living, they're not going to pay you that much money starting off, right? So I ended up taking a lower paying job here in Sacramento so I can stay here and have her finish school here and stuff. So, it happens. Sometimes you have to pass up the big bucks, for family reasons or whatever else. But I'm happy with my choice. You know, I'm definitely happy I stayed in Sacramento. So
Sacramento is a nice place, by the way.
It
a
is
nice
nice.
place.
It is really
That's a
nice.
true. That's a true definition of weighing your
your options.
juggle, weighing
Options.
your options. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
had your sister. You know what I'm saying? You actually put her first, honestly, and that was selfless of you. You
I
know what I'm
hope she
saying?
hear that.
You actually put her first and made her a priority in your life, and yeah, she should
I
be
did.
thanking you for things like that. And big up to Alrika out in Sacramento meeting all the famous people, and she always posting some
I
picture
know,
with
right?
some famous person inside.
Yeah.
Big up to Alrika, Mr.
Big up Arika, yeah. Shout out to Arika, Carrion, and Rick and stuff like that. When I was playing, I came to Sacramento and they came to see me. They came to see me, so I definitely wanted to show them out. I was
Man,
supposed
Mumba,
to on my episode,
I-
but I forgot.
I hate to hear you talk about
I
baseball
definitely-
sometimes because you even been through my city and I never know that didn't man. And I don't like that because anybody that I know used to play sports that came through here, I would always go and watch their game or watch them play or whatever the case may be. And I don't like the fact that I miss you playing softball here and baseball here
Softball?
whatever.
Switch that bit, please.
Foul. Come on, get
Nah,
it right.
If I
get it
knew,
right.
yeah, get it right. If I knew, I'd definitely reach out to you because that's what I used to do. I used to reach out to anybody once I'm in their city. I used to reach out so they could come and check it out if they want and stuff like that. You know, but if you guys got a chance to go to Sacramento, you guys should go, man. You know, so you
Yeah,
guys got
nice-
two
it's a
gangsters
nice
out there
place.
already. You guys get two gangsters out there.
I
One is
definitely
Harvard
want to
Law,
go
so.
to Sacramento. I
I
definitely
ain't no
want to visit.
gangster, okay?
Yeah, you is. You stealing cars and stuff like that and fighting in the
Telling
streets
you.
and getting arrested.
Speeding 19 and
and
30.
speeding 19 or
92
30
and
after
a
you steal your
45. Let's get it right, okay?
speeding 19 or 30 after you steal $20 out the Walmart register.
Oh God,
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
man, it's amazing how time don't fly. We say we come down for an hour. We done game for 2.
Yeah. That's true. So
Still good time though.
You know,
It's
y'all
still
long
good. It's still
winded.
good.
Mumba like to go 5 and 6 hours and that thing.
Yeah, he don't like to come up. So.
yeah. all the viewers them got my back already. So they said whenever you are by yourself, it'll go shot. So I don't know.
Exactly, Mumbai.
Yeah, you know,
That's a good point that I
Exactly.
don't want. That's a good point. I don't want to hear nobody talking in the future.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That I know I hate either.
yeah, so like the other day we was on a pan command and somebody in the chat put, oh gosh, man, we gonna go 5 hours now.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Who said that?
So I don't know, I ain't snitching. But Kyra was on, I saw.
I didn't
Pang, I
see
think
that.
Pang, I think Mumba can chance a comment, but we can talk after the show.
Right.
It's all right, Mumbai. Everybody know why the show is going on for 5 hours. It ain't your fault.
Mumba, you gotta keep up with Pang. Pang to be sending different messages. You get?
Somebody
I've been
always-
around long enough to just pick up like this. Don't
Hey,
worry.
we did down the court, right? And these men will be like joking, like crack. They got like certain people always joking against each other, right? So there's one of them to be saying, he from Rack. He'll be saying, "Are you always coming at me when I said things that's up? But I don't be listening to this dude named Pang, you know. This man to be training some slick stuff about Ayo, and Ayo don't even be picking up and he's like, Ayo always coming at me. Always this man to be saying little slick thing and Ayo don't even be picking up on it. Listen, somebody they
They're slow,
always
them
saying
might
that.
slow.
That's funny.
That's why nobody to believe. Like if I ever get in trouble, like a lot of people will be surprised because the type of personality that I to give off to people, and when they get to know me, and they see, well, man, Pang, I never knew you to talk this much. I never knew you to crack this much joke. I never knew you would or say the kind of things you'd have said. Like I always think that I is this like too good shoes. The everybody
I
want
don't
to
know
be.
why they think
I don't know. Everybody want to be my mother. Everybody want to be my brother, my sister. Like they just want to be around Pang. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
No, but you are a good guy. You really have a good spirit, but you're funny with
That's
it.
true.
Not because you're good, you can't be funny.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You got to love life, man. You got to. And
Facts.
I don't be telling my people, I'm like, every day is a new day for me, man. Every day is a new day to be happy. You know what I mean? So that's how I do wake
That's
up
the
every day.
Most important
That's a
thing,
good
man.
outlook.
Happiness. That's the only thing you could have, bro. I got I had this just come to my mind. You see that the cover of Tegan book? I'm gonna put that on a shot. I need one of those on a shot.
That's a
Merchandising,
good
man.
idea.
Yeah,
Huh?
merchandising.
As long as you don't want 10%. Every
She
because
said,
every
"Ah,
time
see,
you
Check.
every
that's a
time you
lawyer."
throw every
You
time you
gotta
throw an
delete.
idea, here
Mumba,
Mumba goes, right?
you gotta
I
delete
gain some
this
kind of
segment.
credit.
You gotta delete that segment.
I'm just saying, like, hey, that's a good idea, right? You know what I'm saying?
It is
It
a good
is.
idea.
It is a good
A
idea.
book, you get a T-shirt. I'm just saying, hey,
Yeah.
Tiga, you
Some
listening, Tiga?
No,
I see you
I
trying
do.
to ignore me
I actually
because you
no,
ain't trying to
again I
give me no.
text, yeah.
So that's a good idea.
It is.
You
It
know,
is.
so
When we do his book signing, that would be a good one.
all right. So Pang,
You
you
know,
witnessed that one, right?
I definitely witnessed that one
Alright,
there for the
good, good,
10%. And
we gonna give Mumba a penny for every shirt sold.
I want 1% just for being a witness. You know what I'm saying?
We good.
I'll take a 1%. I don't mind. I ain't greedy.
But I'm gonna tell you real talk. If this book does very well, I would pretty much use the money to create like a scholarship program. I always been thinking about it. If I was still playing professionally, I'd have done had it,
Yeah.
and that's something I would have loved to do. You know, create a scholarship program for a boy
If you
and a
need help
girl
with
every
that,
year.
let me know, man. If
That'd
you
be
need help
nice.
with that, I'm in to help you out with that
Yeah,
one.
I mean that's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah. It's not really about me no more. I mean, it is what it is. If somebody did do it for us, Pang and all of we who was on the panel, like a Haywood, a Peter, somebody, a Donald Bow, who gave up their time so that we could really accelerate in our lives, then when we have the same opportunity to do the same, I think we should do the same. And it shouldn't be about money first. So that's
Facts.
always been my mentality. And that's always why I always want to do something like that. So if I can get an opportunity to create like a elite podcast,
Scholarship
This guy,
fund.
scholarship
There you
fund,
go.
This guy. I
There
see what
you
you're trying to
go.
do now, Pang.
that would
I'm
be
with
a
you,
dream
guy.
come
Listen,
true. That would be a dream come true.
I want my 10% still, brother. I ain't giving that up. Karen already know.
The VI LeBron. Didn't somebody else open up? Somebody else in the NBA open up a school the other day?
Westbrook.
Westbrook. That's what it is.
Yeah, Westbrook. You know,
But
so.
Mumba, going back to your 10%, this is for the kids, man. You can't be
Nah,
asking
yeah.
for 10%.
Nah, man. Nah,
He want-
I just
He's
like
messed
giving
up.
out
He's
ideas,
like,
man.
give
I
me
like
my
giving out
10%
ideas.
off top, and then what's left you could give to the kids.
It is.
So
It is for the kids. He want his 10% for his kids.
whatever.
The kids that I went. No, I ain't gonna get into that. We got like 30 more. I ain't trying to go over 2 hours because we say an
No,
hour.
We go down 2 hours.
So we gonna
Yeah,
stop
2
at
hours. We
2
fine.
hours. We stop at
So
2
we can
hours.
get back to the book and just let people know, like, you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when they can get the book, how we can get it, stuff like that. So sis, you
Before-
can handle that.
Before
I'm a
Well,
mute
I
me.
said-
I gotta take this out.
I want to say congratulations to Jareem and Texas Green or whatever the name called for going on to the second round. That was big. And I want to say rest in peace to one of my brethren them, Clothing. That was a big brother to me growing up. That was one of Cheese good friend them that he got killed 2 weeks ago. Just wanted to say big up, rest in peace to Clothing, man, wherever you are. You know, we're gonna miss you, brother. Even though I haven't seen him in a long time, but that's one dude that always stuck to me and always used to motivate me and give me good props growing up or playing ball. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace of Clothing. And it looked from the turnout on Facebook, like everybody that I saw said something about Clothing. Just seemed like he touched a lot of individual in his time out, and that's all you want to do, man. You just want to touch people the right way, and or you want to touch people's heart. I mean, let me correct that. I don't want nobody take. You want to touch people's heart the right way, and touch their spirit the right way. You know what I mean? And big up the Clothing family. Condolences to his family, and rest in peace, Clothing.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Definitely. So, Karen, about the book, anything else you want to touch on about the book?
So Tegan said to mention when you can get the book and where. So Tegan will have hard copies for anybody who don't want to use the website on April 1st. So for those who are in the Virgin Islands, if you want to get a hard copy, you could contact Tegan personally at that time. He will have hard copies for you. Anybody else, if you're not in the Virgin Islands, you could go on his website, kevincoachtshepard.com. You have the option to purchase the autograph copy or just a regular copy, totally up to you. But if you check out the website, we'll get that to you within 7 to 10 business days. Like I said, the reason is we don't keep hard copies on hand. Tegan will have some, but we print them as they're ordered. Just trying to be green. You don't want to just keep papers laying around. So we don't know what the demand is right now because we literally just published the book. So as you order them, that's when we print them. Okay, so check out the website. I don't know if any of our families watching internationally, so I will say this. Lulu.com also ships internationally. So if you're not in the Virgin Islands or one of the US states or territories, you could go to lulu.com and you can order the book there.
Nice.
Yep. And I do want to thank the people who have already placed their orders. Thank you. Much appreciated. Continue to support Tegan. It was definitely my pleasure to help my brother do this. And I'm sure he's going to write more books, especially with all the love that he's getting on this one. I'm sure that he's going to put out another book eventually. But keep in touch on the website. You also have the option to become a member. So anything that Tegan has going on, you'll get notified from the website. So if he does issue another book, you'll be the first to know if you become a member, and that's free. So you can sign up on the website, become a member, and you'll be in touch with all his current events and things like that.
Nice.
Yep.
When he come back, I got something to tell him. What's the cost of the book, Carrie Ann?
So without the autograph, the regular copy is $15. If you want his autograph, then it's $20.
And that is so affordable. Tegan, you could hear me?
No,
he can hear you. He's on mute.
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I just get some news here. I guess we're gonna talk after. I don't really want to put this one on the podcast, but it's something with the Department of Health. And I was telling Mumba earlier, the news is true. Wow. Wow. So, I ain't gonna even put it on the podcast. We're gonna talk after we come off, Mumba. This is crazy.
Somebody put in the chat.
Nobody die or nothing like that. It's an event happening and they're requiring. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we'll talk off here.
Yeah.
So somebody in the chat put you got to start an OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans page?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Not really, sis will know.
I looking like what are you talking about?
Let's have that conversation.
His website is the OnlyFans page.
Don't listen to them, Carrie Ann. They're setting you up.
Website. I ain't getting
No. Nobody put that in the chat. I just said that.
We might have kids watching this. This.
OnlyFans doesn't have to be that. OnlyFans is exactly what it is. OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like how you clean that one up again.
It's just about content, but most women are doing OnlyFans for that particular reason. But you don't have to use the OnlyFans for that. It's just a way of a side hustle of making money.
I want to know how you know about it when you don't have an OnlyFans page.
This guy just digging himself in a deep hole. I just laughing.
No.
Who paid you checking out there?
Absolutely none.
Go again. Big up bogus.
Why would I go pay for a
bogus.
page? Why would I go pay for a page, Carrie, when Pornhub free?
Oh gosh, this dude.
Quality.
Bogus, you gotta check out my website. Let Bogus know about the website. That book would be great for his daughter because his daughter's really big. I've been watching some highlights of her that he posted. She's getting very good.
Yeah, shout out to Bogus on that, man. Yeah. It's good to see what his daughter doing, man. Love that, definitely.
Congrats. She's doing big things, making us proud.
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
same with your son too, Mumba. Your son out there doing good things.
I gotta send a video with my son. He posted somebody in a poster the other day. It wasn't fair.
Oh, you definitely got to send with that.
It's
I want
So,
Mama,
when,
how old is this son?
my
16.
son?
16.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
Coach
16.
Jareem is actually coaching a 16 and under team this
Yeah,
summer
yeah.
for the
Jerry,
VI. Did they contact you?
Jerry tell me to send you some tape, so I got to do that. I've been editing tape for my son, man. That shit is over 20. Is over. Can they play in high school up here? They play like 25 games or 22 games or something. So I have to edit every game. I have to watch the whole game over again and edit it out and edit out his highlights and all kind of stuff. So I've been tough. Yeah, so I got to. That's what I got to do and then I have to make his highlight tape as well too. You know, because I made one from his freshman year, so I got to make his sophomore year and stuff. So yeah, I got to send it to Jerry. Jerry might tell me about it. So you know, I mean, he's 6'6". I mean, I would think he could use it.
Yeah, that would be a good experience for him too. Because trust me, a lot of people that downplay the VI experience, but me and Pang will tell you, you'll be playing a lot of good players out there at the international level. It can only help your game, boss.
Only.
It'll really help your game. You know, so the more experience he can get on that international level is only going to help him because then he gonna have the American background and the international flavor because it's two different style of play. It really is. I mean, we know all of it. Mumbai, you play on the VI team too, but Pang, you know, it's two different style. The Yankees are a little bit more technical, more safi, more skillful, and then you go in FIBA. It's literally these men playing football. You gotta be tough. They grabbing, they holding. So it's like two different style, and if you can merge both with physical and skill, man, ain't nobody can touch you.
Tegan,
Wait, Pang, real quick. Sorry to interrupt. Bogus, the website is on. If you watch the screen right now, to the bottom, the ticker, you will see it. Mentality of a Pro, and that's his website right there. So when you see it, you see it going along the ticker. Go ahead, Pang. My bad. I apologize.
no, that's okay. I was going to say, didn't you, when Tegan mentioned the last, like about a month ago, that he might be in Atlanta soon, you said it might be the same weekend your son playing in a tournament up there, or was it the same weekend?
It was supposed to be, but things got changed, man, with the team and stuff like that. We have a team, and somebody it's just not the way it should be, man. The players them, so then they kind of way behind the 8 ball a little bit, you know, because we have an 11th grade team and we have a 10th grade team. My son playing on the 10th grade team, but he's also gonna play on the 11th grade team.
Like he could move up in like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah. He was gonna play in the tournament because if I'm not mistaken, Tegan, that tournament is a live period, correct? That you going
I don't
to?
know the name. I know it's a showcase. It's the Atlanta biggest showcase.
Yeah, I think that's where I think it's like the live period where a bunch of college scouts gonna be there and stuff like that.
Yes,
There's a bunch of
yes.
codes and so that's what we was going on, and that's why he was gonna play up just because his you know his skill set and all that stuff is definitely gonna attract people to the team. You know, so he's kind of helping out a lot of the 11th graders and stuff.
So that it's not happening again, Mumbai?
No, we're not going that particular time. We're gonna go a different day because during the live period you have a lot of tournaments, you know, and stuff. So
Well,
a lot of tournaments and showcase.
Well, it's actually two tournaments. Oh, sorry, Depang. It's two tournaments we're gonna be playing in Atlanta. We're playing in that one. So we leave the Thursday and we're gonna be playing throughout that weekend. And we staying there for the week because the guy's gonna do their virtual schooling, and then we're gonna play the next weekend. And we'll come back on Sunday.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
I think we're spending like 10 days. Yeah.
So you gotta let me know the dates, man, because I definitely want to come up one of those weekends and check
The 8th to the
out.
19th. The 8th to the 19th.
To the 19th. I'm trying to see. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Oh, hey, good night, Dwayne. Good night.
Bless up, Dwayne.
Yeah, but hey, good luck with that, man, Tiga, man. That should be fun for the guys, then, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. And we definitely choose a tough tournament so they can, you know, see what they need to develop. And that's why we're taking the 10th grade team so they can get that experience, win, lose, or draw, but just have an idea what it's going to take to get that scholarship. So I think it's going to be very beneficial to them.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be beneficial.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm trying to find a schedule, man.
Yeah, what the hell I took this picture now? I can see it. Damn, what the hell? Gotta be another phone.
I can't find it. Yeah, man. So, we pretty much coming on to the end, man. And, like as everybody definitely go out and support, the book, man. Go check out the website. We have it here, on the ticker. So you guys go check it out, purchase it. If you guys know any kids that's into sports, you guys could buy one for the kids as well, too. Or anything, not even in sports, just kids in general. It could help any kid in any, whatever the word is. I can't find the word. I draw a blank.
That it was a great show. I mean, we say an hour, but we went 2. So we had a lot to talk about, and the fact is, the book is going to really inspire the young athlete, especially if they're close to high school and college, as they're trying to make that journey into the pro. What the professional mindset is really like, because you're going to need that mindset to make it. If you don't develop that mindset, you won't stand a chance. And this book will kind of give you an insight what you're going to face, some of the adversities, and then if you can get like a preview, pretty much this is like a preview, you can then be prepared for it if you happen to make that professional leap, and it can only make your game better mentally, because the game really is 90% mentally anyway, because everybody's going to have skills at the next level.
True that.
Yeah.
One last thing. I don't know if I've been watching Brooklyn. Your boy Claxton has been showing out lately. Like he really developing.
I coached him with Jareem when we won the silver medal, and he was there. Nick, that's my boy. But about time. He did in a very good situation, and he really needs to hold on to this, where you have KD and all those superstars around him, Harden and those guys. All you gotta do is just play a couple D, catch a couple lobs, and do your job.
Right.
He's in a great situation, man. Great.
And that's actually what he's been doing. Then playing D, catching lobs, and putting that ball in the hole when he can. He'll take people off the dribble. He do anything, man.
Yeah,
He's more
man.
versatile than DeAndre Jordan. So
honestly, yes.
He got a lot more opportunities.
Right. All DeAndre Jordan have over here is experience. That's it.
Yep. Sometimes this game is all about timing too, man. Because if Raheem was on that same team with those guys, I believe Raheem would have still been in the lead for a long time.
True that.
When you're on a team where they're asking you to step out your realm by giving me 15, 20 points a game, and now the focus is on you, it's a lot tougher because now you're the focal point. All the defense is geared against you. But when you have 3 superstars that all the defense and game plan is going to be against them, and you can just play ball and roam and do the dirty work, and man, he has all that freedom in him. His game is just going to just take off.
And they look like they love him. Like Kyrie and Dwight Howard. I mean, James Harden. They look like they love that dude.
Yeah.
They spoke highly about him last season. They spoke really, really highly about him last season. Even though he didn't really play that much, they really spoke highly about him.
Yeah, man, he's a great guy, and very coachable. Very, very coachable. And those are 2 good qualities in terms of getting better. You got to be able to be coachable. Okay, you can't just come in and think you know everything. Yes, you was the star, Georgia. And that's something piggyback into my book. He was the big guy in Georgia, University of Georgia, and now he's now the small fish when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets. So it's like a big whirlwind. You was the big man on campus, and now you gotta be the man picking up the donuts and the coffee, bringing it for the superstars. It's a different world. It's crazy.
The dude, when I was in college, the dude that used to be in the room next to me. He was his barber. When he was Nick Barber in college.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So he went to Georgia, or he was just in Georgia?
No, the dude that used to room next to me, he lived Georgia with his family. And he barber shop next to the university. So he'd have cut all of my hair. He done had what a dude from Minnesota? Anthony
Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Anthony Towns? No. Anthony Edwards.
Edwards, yeah, Anthony Edwards. He done had Edwards in the chair and everything. He'd have cut all of my hair. All them, man. Especially when they make it to the league, he'd be proud to post them pictures.
Yeah, man. And let me tell you something. Barbers they remember now, because the players them know when you get a good haircut from a barber, they gonna come looking for you.
Yeah, they come looking for you. Yeah,
It's a
because
really good relationship between Baba and player.
when he get drafted, he actually went back and get a haircut from the partner. Nick, is what I want to say.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
the picture looked like that's who that it was more recent than he just posting a picture from the past. It looked like he getting ready to go to New York for it, and he get a haircut before he went up.
That's big time. That's big time, man. We wish the best for him. And definitely when he's free, we definitely need to get him on the podcast. He will be a guy who will definitely come on. I know him. He will come on. And he's a free-flowing spirit. So he will be a great interview.
All right, Tegan, that's you.
It'll be good to ask him some question
Hook it
about
up.
Kyrie, because
Hook it
Kyrie
up.
walking around with some kind of wizard stick or some crap. I really want to ask you some question about Kyrie. Kyrie is starting to scare me, man.
No. Tegan, you and Kyrie are more similar than you know it. Remember, I'm telling you.
I would never walk around with no wizard stick. Wizard.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
Besides the wizard stick, but you guys are pretty much the same type of person. You guys, your mentality and how you guys think are pretty much the
Yeah,
same.
Kyrie is really a free thinker. He still believes the world is flat.
Let me. I was just about to say. Let me find out. You think the wall? You out there running around thinking the wall is flat?
The wall is flat. The wall is
Yeah,
flat.
Kyrie's out there. That man say Kyrie start throwing powder before the game. The bet.
You know what killed me about that day? When Kyrie came out and said the wall is flat, I remember Inside Stuff came out and Shaq was like, "So y'all didn't know that?" Like Shaq.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Shaq come to them like, "So y'all didn't know the world was flat?" Like Shaq really believed the wall flat.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man, you believe that for real?
Me?
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm joking. Honestly, I really don't.
100%.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. 100%, and I'm not lying. One, I don't even care if the wall flat or round, and two, I don't even know what to believe in the books that they teach us in school. That's the two things. I don't know if the wall is flat, but I don't really care.
it's something that can debunk that, because with Allah we fly in plane. I mean, come on, you
Exactly.
can pretty much see it's not
I thought I
flat.
saw a cliff one time.
It's not flat.
Maybe down below.
I joking, man. I joking. Please don't take me serious.
Yeah, unless Kyrie when he fly in plane, they just put on blinkers. He don't look outside. Yeah, I don't know again.
Yeah. Come on, Pang. Honestly, I don't believe the wall is flat. I believe the wall.
One way of knowing if the wall is flat, flight China, because I remember we being on that plane and watched the sun come up twice.
Yes, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Twice.
Yeah.
We watched the sun come up. Either we watched the sun come. It was something. All I know, we been on that plane a goddamn long time, and I know the sun. Either we catch up to the sun or whatever. Like we see it come up the morning we left, and see it come up when we make it to China.
Okay.
That's
Okay. I got you.
Yep, it was real
'Cause
time.
I think we met it like we wake up the morning, we saw the sun come up, and then when we fly, we met it coming back around and watch the sun come up again.
Yeah,
And we
because
still-
of the time change.
The
That's
time
right.
difference.
It was 16 hours ahead.
And we still there on that goddamn plane. So I don't believe nothing but no wall is flat.
I think NASA already dispelled that whole thing. Come on. By now we should know.
That one gonna be tough.
Wall oval, man. Let's put it oval. The wall oval.
Yeah, I can't believe Kyrie with that. But the powder I can't get with Kyrie. Why is he throwing powder?
And sage in the gym.
That's what Phil Jackson used to do with the sage.
The shit.
Maybe that's his
Hey.
ritual to not catch
Hey.
COVID, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
He playing on another level right now, though.
That's
That's
his
one thing.
ritual.
Man, Kyrie is unstoppable. There is not one person could guard Kyrie, and on some days there's not two people could guard that man. That
He's
dude
amazing.
is unstoppable. And if I really watch Kyrie, Kobe is in this man, boss.
You got a Mamba mentality.
Man, Kobe
That's his
is
guy.
printed in this man, song, especially with the footworks. Kobe is printed in this man. We all know there is no better player in other than Elijah One to come on the level of Kobe when it comes to footworks. Kobe had the best footwork in the history of the NBA, brother.
He did. His footwork was really top class.
Facts.
And then what made
And,
Kyrie so deadly? His handles too, man. I mean, he does things with the ball I wish I could have been doing in my career. Some of the
Me
stuff
too.
he doing, it's like, dude, how you even think these things up? Like, then again, a
Kyrie,
lot of these men in the NBA don't play no D, so everything he does work, man.
And he finished with both hands too, brother. Easily.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kyrie got counteraction offensive move for any type of defense you got to try me.
Yeah. The
Dwayne,
beauty about him, he's always under control, and that's what a lot of young players need to understand. He doesn't look out of control. Him and James Harden, they just make the game look so easy and boring because they play at their own speed, own pace. They don't look like it's like, man, they literally look like they can shoot the ball every time and get a good shot.
yeah, they figure it out, man.
It's
Say it's
crazy.
supposed to kill bacteria, viruses in the area.
That's what Dwayne says.
Man.
It's true.
See,
That's
the man get his ritual.
it's true. That's what
He
they
don't
said.
want to
but
catch
who knows?
COVID, so it is what it is.
I wonder if Kyrie vaccine. You think all the NBA players vaccinated? That would be a good question.
They want. I know. A couple weeks ago, I was reading where they wanted the NBA players to be more open to being vaccinated to kind of motivate society. So in a way, it's kind of like influence the public and stuff like that. That's just.
That's a
Man,
same.
my sister sent me a powerful video. I have to forward it to her. Do you send it to them? Man, I watched that video 2 times, and let me tell you,
I don't think I sent it to Pang.
Don't send it
Man.
because I ain't gonna watch it.
You need to watch
yeah, you
it.
probably, you need to watch it.
I just
You
playing,
go,
guys.
You go launch
I'm
something, okay?
So just
You
playing,
need to watch
guys.
it.
All right, so
if I don't watch your video, them you just send me on WhatsApp, Tegan, I don't watch it. Trust me, I don't watch all your
You'll
videos.
watch this one. You'll watch this one. This one is very informative and
Mhm.
it answers a lot of questions for me. Like, dude, like,
I got you,
You
Dwayne.
know,
I got you.
yeah, we can't mention it on our platform because they might censor us, but some really shady stuff going around, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
gotta be careful.
Isn't that the one you send me on with the black man? And WhatsApp?
No, not that one there. That one they powerful too.
Yeah.
But this one is a white man. A white man from England. He from England, right? And
Yeah, I think
he
from
break
England.
he break this thing down. I've never heard it from that angle how he broke it down, and it's powerful. It's
Real
really
quick,
powerful.
since we're on the topic, I just want to shout out Chanel Arlene just because we had her on and she's a nurse and she spoke about all that stuff, and I just really appreciate her indoctrinating
Chanel.
us, giving us a lot of information and stuff. So I really appreciate that stuff, man. That was dope.
Yeah. Big up Chanel, my fellow
Big up
dandelion.
Yeah.
Big up Chanel.
What's
Alright,
a dandelion?
We play on the
Saban,
same softball team.
I knew that because I watched the show. I just wanted you to touch on it.
Hey,
big up
whatever.
Mountain, big up Mountain.
So wait, so are you taking the vaccine? We should talk about that.
I am.
Did you take
When-
it yet?
No.
If I take it,
No.
You took it?
Pan say he taking
Ooh.
it. I say you taking it yet? You took it yet?
who me? No,
No,
sir.
Pan.
No, I
Fancy
haven't-
taking it. So.
I haven't taken it yet. But I will when it comes.
Mountain C got your first shot last week.
You may want to watch that video first.
I will watch it, and I'll let you know if I change my mind.
Yeah.
I'll say this about the vaccine. Oh, Kerry, you was gonna say something. I'm not sure if you was gonna say something.
I was gonna answer for me, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good?
Okay. I was just gonna say for me, like Chanel say, I gonna wait. You know what I mean? Just in general, I'm not a fan of vaccines. I know that when I was younger and we had to take that flu vaccine, every single time I got a shot, I had the flu for 2 weeks. I missed 2 weeks of school. Every single time. So with this vaccine having so many unknowns and how quickly they push it out there, and just knowing that there's people who had side effects to it and some people died from it, I ain't taking a chance. I'm sorry. So, and I gonna mention this too. I actually had COVID. So last June, supposedly, anyway, I would say supposedly, that's what they told me, that I had COVID. I did have some symptoms. I had the chills, the headaches, the body aches, and I went and got tested and they said I had it. So I just did what I normally do when I get sick. I eat chicken soup, and then I have my little mixture that I either do with room temperature water, and I put garlic cloves in it, and I just stay hydrated. So that's what I did for day one. For day two, my father was here and he tell me, look, get out the bed and go outside. He literally forced me, get up out the bed and go outside, because when you're in the bed, you breathing in that same sick air that you laying out. So I got up, went outside, got some fresh air. Literally the next morning I wake up, I was good. So the symptoms lasted for me for 2 days. So after I knew I could survive, it's like, I'm good. Even my doctor wanted my blood so they could test it and stuff like that, because he said he didn't see nobody recover that quickly and all that stuff. But for me, it's an illness like any other illness. People respond differently to illnesses that come out. So I trust my body to do what it's supposed to do. You take care of yourself, you take care of your body, it will do what God created it to do. So
I believe in that 1,000,000%. Amen to that. And that's why I roll in.
All right.
And
so
even if I'm not protected, he's still God. He ain't changed. I go.
Exactly.
Mountain Axe, why wouldn't you take it? I want to know. So that was Mountain.
I just gave my reason. So
no, yeah. I'll say this,
Hey.
right? I'm gonna be. Oh, go ahead, Frank.
I won't take it if enough people take it around me. So if I ain't gonna catch it either. So that's why I ain't gonna take it. That's my reason for not taking it. If enough people around me take it, that gonna give me a better chance of not catching it. So I good.
I'll say this about the. No, I don't really want to say anything about it.
Man, so speak your mind, man.
Just tell us, man. Don't hold back.
For real.
I'll say, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. First of all, I know people, the viewers have people who have passed away and stuff like that. So,
Right.
much, condolences and everything. And with the vaccine and the virus and stuff like that, everybody have their own opinion and stuff like that. And all I like to say is, like, everybody should just respect everybody else's opinion. That's all,
Right.
And for me,
That's facts. Yeah.
I don't like the way how the media, I don't like how some of that doctor who the beyond who giving the updates and stuff like that. I just don't like the way how, him. I just don't like the way how they handle it and how they be talking about it and stuff like that. I just feel like if you really sit back and just use your common sense, don't be judgmental, don't be emotional, don't be quick to judge. Just sit back, use your common sense, do some research, and I think you will have a better understanding about everything. And look at the timing and everything and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Much respect to people who take it. All I try to do is just be clean and be respectable to people and try to respect them.
I with you with that, Mumba. And I'll add a little thing. I say the media, like you say, if they just be honest with it, just everybody, just be honest. Obviously, no vaccine is going to be 100% foolproof. We already know that. But at least if you come on and tell us what's the side effects, hey, this type of people can't take it because you have this, say, diabetes and stuff like that, and it can cause this in most people and so forth. Then we could say whoever had diabetes, don't take it because we have the evidence that this is what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be real with it and it's good, but it have some bad. But let we see some of the bad too so we can make an educated decision about how our body fit into it. Don't hide it and don't suppress it and say everybody need to take it and that's the only way. Because we know that's not true. You look at all these drugs that they putting out on TV. You ever listen to some of the side effects that they put out?
Okay, it's worse than what you
Loss
have.
of breath, worse than what you're trying to cure. Sharpness of breath, suicidal thoughts. Every drug they put on TV with all these commercials, they have worse side effect. So you telling me that you just developed this year less than a year, and it better than all them drugs that was created for all them centuries, but they got worse side effects than this? That don't make no sense. Come out and be real with the people. Hey, if you're over 80, don't take it because this will stop. Blah, 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 blah. I guarantee more people will be more inclined to it. But when you hide things from people and you force people to go and have to dig up information, whether it's true or not, misinformation, disinformation, all these foolish words they create, the fact is you are creating uncertainty. And when you create uncertainty, it makes you look like a liar because you are not willing to put everything out there. And that's what the media are going around. They will not tell you one side effect of this thing. Even though when you look around on the internet where everybody can see, some people dying, some people face getting paralyzed, some people tongue bigger than a damn thing. Just talk about it. Just talk about it. That's all. Just talk about it.
That's
You
true.
know?
And the only thing that bothers me too is the fact that people going to take the vaccine and they posting pictures showing that they're taking the vaccine. I think that's kind of corny because I don't know why they don't do that for the flu virus. Whoever takes the flu virus, why they don't take pictures
it's
promoting that
retarded.
they take it? It's
Or
just
any vaccine you take. Post
yeah,
up-
it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like it's just I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous.
It's overkill.
This
And
wall,
now with
this
all
wall
of
is
these
this
things
wall
now,
this wall going down the hill, brother. I'll just put it that way.
it's foolishness.
Like Andrea said, the vaccine, I honestly don't stop transmission of the disease, the virus.
Exactly.
It's just supposed to train your immune system on how to fight it off. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you will survive if you get COVID. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't make a lot of jokes when we talk about it. And like Mumba said, respect, condolences to people who actually lost family. You know, I don't say to make fun of everything, but I'd try to just bring some happiness to stuff when I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's a lot of people out there depressed and sad and because they lost, you know, I'd just try to keep people's spirits up whenever talking about these stuff. But I do take it serious. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think COVID should stop you from living, you know, but I do think you should take the precaution to protect yourself and stay clear of the ignorant people, them who don't try and protect themselves and others out there. But you know, to each his own when it comes to the vaccine. You don't talk bad about somebody who don't want to take the vaccine and vice versa. You don't talk bad about somebody who does. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You know, you have your reason for wanting to take it. You have your reason for not wanting to take it. You just respect that person and just keep it moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, real talk. I'll say this. When I talk about the flu vaccine, I said I'm talking about more people taking pictures. I was using an example for the flu because it seems like it's cool. People making it cool that you went and take the vaccine. So they post pictures showing that they're taking it. So my point with the flu is that nobody does that with the flu vaccine, but they do with the COVID. I don't know what's the difference. That's my point with the flu vaccine. So I don't want anybody to kind of read what I said wrong or anything like that. It was just a comparison.
My number one thing is
Yeah, I got you.
the people are so uneducated in terms of they believe because you get the vaccine, all of a sudden you're going to be immune. No, the number one thing is for you to take care of your immune system. The vaccine ain't going to shield you from nothing. You're still going to have to eat healthy, get your vitamins and so forth. You can't just take the vitamins, the vaccine, and all of a sudden become Superman. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You know, like my sister said, all it is an aiding agent. It just aids you to help fight off things. The problem I'm having with it is this thing hasn't even went through animal trial. Why are you using me as a puppet? That's my thing. I ain't no anti-vax and all this thing. I used to take vaccine when I was an athlete, so I had to take it. But those things were tested for years. You can't now just use me as a guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? So I need time to see. That's all I'm saying. I need time to see.
Respect.
Exactly.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And they tell you that too. The vaccine doesn't cure you. It doesn't keep you from getting COVID. You still gotta wear your mask. You still gotta take all the precautions that you were taking before, you know. So honestly, if you have a strong immune system, your body is already gonna naturally fight it off anyway. So it's really that individual choice, you know. But like you say, you just gotta respect each other's choices.
And again,
I agree.
condolences to all the family that lost one and whoever took the vaccine. You know, no disrespect to anybody. We just having a conversation and we are respecting each other's opinion. You know, so
Kudos to the people who took it, and kudos to the people who haven't took it yet. Who knows? Down the line, their mind might be changed. Like Tegan said, he just need to know more. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you make sound decisions. When you know more, the more you know, that the better your decision or the more comfortable you feel about your decision. I won't say the better the decision you make, but the more comfortable you are with your decision, because I have all the variables.
That's true.
Well,
Maybe
the good thing about the Virgin Islands and all the people in the Caribbean, I mean, our immune system from birth has been strong, so we definitely need to keep it up. And before COVID-19, for all the man that used to just run behind the bush and take a leak and then come back and daps people up without washing their hand, them, them times change, pal. Them times change. Wash your blood clad hand.
Monte said it could be shooting you up with water. They could even be shooting you up with water. You don't even know it. That's funny.
Hey, but it's so funny that we come so far with COVID, because I remember it started off with when you come inside, wash your hand for 20 minutes. That should help. Wear a mask and keep 6 feet. Now they only want you to use this type of mask. Man, people have got bush rum. People have got bush rum their face.
You need 2 layers because there's 2
All kind of
strands.
thing wrong their face.
So when another
Man.
strand come out, you're gonna need 3.
Right. It just all the changes, because like Tegan say, like they don't know. They don't know. They're just shooting through straws, man, and just trying to figure out what's going on and just feed people anything because we don't know any better. But that's why we need people like Tegan around to give us the conspiracy theories, them to let us double take, you know what I mean, and stop and think for a little bit. Like, you know, Tegan could be right, you know. As
I don't like that word. I don't like that word.
know,
I call it conspiracy. I call it
No.
conspiracy. Conspiracy theory is something they used to
You
to
know how
let
they
people
created that
from
word, right?
searching from the truth. It's truth conspiracy. I call it.
okay.
That's what it was.
So we need people like Tegan with the truth conspiracy.
Yeah.
To let you stop. The main thing about my point was to let you just stop and think for a second before making a decision. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to think. I
That's
mean,
that's what it is.
we could do anything except human nature in terms of survival. As long as you want to survive, you're gonna do whatever it takes to survive. We all know that we have survival instinct as human.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you even look at the mask mandate, and now you have data, we have over a year where the states like Florida and all these, let me call it red states, so to speak, from day one ain't been wearing not a mask. Some people do, but the majority. Yet you look at California and New York, and they've been heavily sedated with masks, and it really been no change. As a matter of fact, when they look at the data now per capita, more people get sick in those places that was wearing it than the ones in Florida. So we missed something there. Now, instead of we have a educated discussion about does these masks truly helps, we are saying, oh, these people in Florida is crazy. They looking to die soon and all kind of crazy thing. But yet their numbers don't reflect the mandate that you're saying. We have a year record right now, Pan, and you guys live there, so you guys know. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
It even come out that New York fabricate their numbers, so the numbers
just
is
gonna
higher,
bring that up.
is higher than they even reflected. And New York had all these precautions. I live in California. We got
Exactly.
all these precautions.
Exactly.
Everything shut down by looking at people in Florida just having a good time, and these man's numbers lower than ours. You know, because the thing about it, right? They don't even tell you this, but being around other people builds your immune system.
That's right. It's
It's
true.
just
No,
a
it's
fact.
true, yeah.
So
It's true.
so maybe the reason their numbers low is because they are exposed to it. So your body gonna do what it's supposed to do.
okay, for
Whereas,
somebody who elevator
know.
don't go all the way up to the top floor, explain that to me. Being around other people to make your immune system, build your immune system. Explain that one to me.
Yeah, it does. If you think about how vaccines work, right? And a doctor explained this to me, they actually give you a portion of the infection. So, like the flu shot, when they give you that, it actually gives you a portion of the flu so that your body could learn to fight it off.
Mhm.
Same thing when you're naturally around people. Whatever illness they have, your body is naturally going to start to develop the immunity to fight it off. So perhaps one of the reasons the people in Florida don't really have high numbers is because they all got exposed to it. Their bodies already learned how to fight it. Whereas us who gotta be wearing masks, the minute we gonna have the symptoms worse because we ain't really been exposed.
Makes sense.
That's right.
So just my theory, and you gotta realize in science it's all theory anyway because they could barely prove anything. So that's just my
Yeah.
theory. You
And
know,
this thing about trust the science, I hate that statement. I'm sorry. I grew up in a religious family that said trust in God. No, all of a
okay.
sudden trust in science. Where this come from? Nah.
Do
The
Trust in
same
God
science
first.
that say we came from monkeys, you crazy?
I
do
know,
I
right?
you watch the
And
do
then
I you watch that
The same science
Trinidadian
that say AIDS come from a monkey.
do I
they
you
said
watch that
we came
Trinidadian who
from
come up
monkeys.
with all
That's crazy.
them herbal special herbal thing, the Trinidadian that'll come up with all these herbal things to cure. I don't know his name, man. It's a Rasta man. And he's a Trinidadian. He always doing these videos that showing herbs that are cure cancer, herbs that are like cure all these disease that people are got. And he'd mix up these herbs to these is what he'd take for medicine and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I don't watch that guy. He had a year.
That's a time, brother.
Huh?
It's a waste of time.
I don't watch it, but I will say this, and they really want to dumb us down to think that there are not natural remedies to these things. There are.
Right. Basically, he'd do a
There,
lot of
there
natural stuff.
are. There are. I honestly believe there's a natural remedy to any disease that come out. It's just whether we have the knowledge to find it. Because if you think about like biblical times, then man, they have no doctor to be running to like that, and all these different drugs that we taking, but yet people are living 900 years and stuff. How in the world is that possible? I think, as time went on, we lost that knowledge because as man gets smarter, we all want to trust in science. We want to trust in what we could see, but I still believe that there are natural remedies. I know
I
of people who got cured from cancer just doing natural remedies versus doing chemo, for example. So even there's a testimony right now on Facebook. I should share that. There's a girl that had I think it's stage 4 melanoma cancer, and her mom, she's a naturalist, so she used these natural remedies to cure her, and her cancer is gone. She cancer free, didn't have no chemo. So if we had that knowledge, we could actually be curing ourselves with natural remedies versus depending on these drugs, because drugs don't really cure anything, they just mask symptoms.
Yeah, Dr. Sebi, he was the one they talked about him, and I researched him a lot too, honestly, and that's where I got the fasting from. To be honest with you guys, the thing with natural remedies is like, it's more put your body in a state to fight off diseases and stuff like that. That's when you get into the alkaline state and all that stuff in the body where it fights off. Like they say, like cancer can survive in a body that's in an alkaline state and stuff. So that's why remedies and going vegan and organic and all of that stuff comes into play and stuff like that. To be honest with you, but somebody could go vegan and don't eat meat or whatever the case may be, but then you're eating vegetables and all kind of different stuff. But then the pesticides and stuff like that they use to prevent the vegetables from getting destroyed from whatever the
The
different stuff,
bugs and stuff.
the bugs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ingesting that in your body. So it's just so much and it's just too much and stuff like that, man. It's just like Mountain said, man, sometimes you might pour all kind of stuff in your mind and it just send you crazy, to be honest, if you really think about it. But like I said, all I can say is, man, you just do your research. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you read. Just do those research, man, and do
Make
whatever
informed
makes you happy.
decisions.
Yeah, do
Just
whatever
make
makes you
informed
happy.
decisions. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, so.
Well, brothers, I know he said 2 hours, but let me wrap it up because I really got to run.
All right, Karen, you take us out.
Y'all gonna point at me? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Elite Podcast. Definitely go out and support my brother. Purchase his book. Again, the website is www.kevincoachtshepherd.com. Continue to support the Elite Podcast. We thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and just stay safe. Wear your mask. Take the necessary precautions. If you choose to take the vaccine, You know, you ain't gotta be posting your pictures on Facebook. It's all good. We happy that you took that route. Stay safe, you know, and everybody just enjoy the rest of your day. We out.
All right, well said. Don't need nothing else to follow behind. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.